Okay, here we are again. And we will watch the intro this time before we get everything ready to go. I also have the strategy guide with me today, so that should help a little bit. With a very small subset of what we need. Sounds like they took pretty much what they had in Colosseum and just built off of it. Which is pretty apt, considering that's basically what they did with the whole game. Alright, so let's do that. Let's, I did switch these, right? So that the vibration's off? Yeah, I did. Cool. And now we'll leave it right here for approximately another minute, and then we will get going. Still can't believe I forgot to capitalize my name after I did it so correctly in the first game. What the hell was I thinking? Oh well. Yeah, oh, hi Shadow Lugia. Forgot that opening always plays. Nice to know you still remember that sound font. It's pretty memorable. It's pretty memorable as far as I'm concerned. I remembered it quite fondly and quite pretty much exactly the way that it played there. So, but then again, I've played this game so many times, it's not really shocking. Hello, Marie, Lifeblood, and Conquer. It's going good. How's it going for all of you? Welcome. I was just about to get started. After, take a drink. Be amazed by my presence. In other words, hello. Yes, hello. There we go. Lugia's cry is very memorable. Also, the new Shadow moves were good. It's definitely a lot better than just having Shadow Rush, that's for sure. I mean, Shadow Rush was pretty decent. It was basically like Takedown, except with 100% accuracy in Colosseum. But yeah, the new Shadow moves, they're pretty good. They're very diverse, if nothing else. Okay, so I took a drink. And I'm going to wait for the music to finish its little loop, and then I'm going to start. Excuse me. We're all on time. Is this an omen or a good sign? We will find out shortly, won't we? Oh boy. Gonna get critical hitted to death a billion times today. Also, I double checked on the team that I actually wanted to use for this game because I figured out what it was ahead of time, and then it was in a document and I had to go check it out. I mentioned last time that I'd be trying to use Pokemon that aren't used as commonly on this game, and that is still true, but only for about half of the party that we're going to be having. The other half I've seen used at least once on at least one playthrough of Pokemon XD that I've seen on YouTube. And one of them is used by basically everybody, so, I mean, they're still very good Pokemon, and they're some of my favorites from Gen 3, but I guess we won't be quite as unique as we were previously. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, the Stream Edition. Last time we began our adventure, we decided that we wanted a Flareon for our Eevee evolution, and we grabbed a few other Shadow Pokemon after the professor of the Pokemon HQ lab was abducted by crazy people who definitely are not very nice. So we have to go rescue him, but we don't know where he is yet. So in the meantime, we need to purify these Shadow Pokemon. And at the moment, I think Teddy Ursa is the only one that's fairly close. So you're a little bit there. I was right on the money. Ledyba had a hasty nature. I double-checked that after the stream. And yeah, it has a hasty nature, so that's pretty good, I guess. Well, probably not very good for Ledyba, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Ledyba's not that good to begin with, so... Poochyena, I'm definitely thinking has a minus special defense nature, though, because that special defense is abysmal, even for a Poochyena, so... yeah, we'll see. Tired but can't sleep. I hate when that happens, Conker. Well, hopefully you'll, start feeling tired and then can sleep. At some point, that would be rather nice. Ugh. You should have been late. Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. You got a call that you even tried to answer, but as you swiped to answer, the call ended. Well, you were forcibly woken up about 10 minutes ago. Oh, jeez. Feels weird not seeing desert this early. 5 years in-game is a long time. Yeah, it's we won't see the desert for a little while yet. These first few areas don't even bring us there, so... Wondering sometimes if we should try to play Monster Hunter 4 together. You have 4U, you never got that far because you don't like the village quests. See, I don't, I mean, I think all three of you have at least some experience in the Monster Hunter series, but I think I've mentioned it before that I've not played. The only Monster Hunter experience that I have is in World, and only in the beta when when the game was first coming out. That's the only time I've played it, so... Yeah, so, yeah, you three go online, go same lobby, and then do hunts together. I mean, I think that would be interesting if everybody's up for it. So, but yeah, I don't have any experience with Monster Hunter, and I haven't, I didn't jump on the bandwagon with World, so maybe one day, but not just yet, so we'll see. You also have 4U, but your 3DS's control stick is messed up? Oh, jeez, yeah, that's no good. Switch X is your baby. You hated water in Monster Hunter 3. Made your baby worthless. Oh, that's no good. We missed a couple of trainers on the last episode, so I'm going to go pick them up, and then we'll go into the Relic Forest, and we'll see what we can do in there. So, well, yeah, that makes sense to me. So, let's see what you've got. Makes it very difficult to play Monster Hunter with. Doable, but difficult, yeah. I mean, at that point, it's like, I feel like at that point it's just easier to say, nah, I think if we wanted to play, just play a different version of Monster Hunter, So, good, not sure how available you'd be anymore. Certification trainings are making you want to commit Sudoku. Oh yeah, I get that. Certification trainings are not a whole lot of fun, that's for sure. Let's see here. Well, if I tail whip, the Silcoon's just going to harden, so I guess I'll just get rid of the Wurmple first, and then I'll start slowly knocking the Silcoon down. Just got to remember to get Ledyba in here at some point, probably after the Wurmple faints. Yeah, that's a good idea. Get Flareon all the EXP that it can get, but still get some participation credit for everybody else. Not bad, Poochyena. That's a fairly defensive Pokemon. I know it's, 3 levels lower, but still. Okay, Poison Sting. That's fine. I got antidotes. I didn't even get poisoned. It's fine. No big deal. Let's get Ledyba in here. And then, let's take out the Silcoon. We can take out Cascoon next turn by double-teaming it, so... that'll be fine. Poison Fang's actually kind of good for Poochyena in Gen 3. Predicted Fairy 3 gens early. Yeah, something like that. It does badly poison, if I recall correctly, when you get the poison proc, so that's not too bad. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, so that's not too bad for it. It doesn't really have a whole lot of offensive potential in Gen 3, unfortunately, because it's dark type, but its highest stat is its attack. So, I mean, between Intimidate as a Mightyena and then, you know, it has a few support moves, so I guess it could be okay, but it just doesn't have the defenses really to be that great of a cleric either. It's kind of in a bad predicament, all things considered in this game, but that's why you get it so early, because it's just meant to be there for a little while to, you know, hold a place for someone else.
Yeah, Gen 3 wasn't very good.
Yeah. Gen 4 really helped it quite a bit because of the physical special split, so... Yeah, it's extra access to Toxic, basically, yeah, exactly. Which is nice, because I don't think you even get Toxic in this one until post-game, so... Not a bad idea to just, you know, use it and have it available in case you have something that's really, really tanky that you want to take out slowly over time that doesn't have a whole lot of offensive potential. Trainers and Aura Drama Queens. I love the extra animations that they added to these people because, like, it's kind of a new thing for XD. In Coliseum, they just sort of had, like, an idle animation where they were defeated and they would, like, look down or whatever. But in this one, they all have these, like, poses that they do when they lose a battle. It's pretty great. I like it. A lot of the NPCs in this game are more expressive than they were in Coliseum, which is nice. Exit's back that way, dude. Sure, why not? Fair enough, I guess you need an outlet for that sort of stuff. You lost, no need to fall out, yeah. Could have fallen off a cliff in this village, good lord. Oh, Ladybug would work pretty good against that Tyrogue, that's for sure. I think I will take care of the Grimer first, so I think we need to double team it in order to KO it. I don't think Bite will quite be enough. So let's just do this. I mean, it might be enough, but Grimer's got a little bit of special defense, I think, so yeah. Between these two, we'll take it out, and then we'll get Ladybug in here, and we'll take care of the Tyrogue after that. Oh, okay, well, I guess we'll take care of that next turn, then. That's fine. How do people get lost here? It's so straightforward to get around here. I don't know. This guy apparently has a very bad sense of direction. And he actually moves in the village later on, and he gets lost again, funnily enough, so that's just great. Guy doesn't exactly know where he's going, that's for sure. Like, we can get some... Well, actually, no, I should probably do this, so that way when the Grimer faints, I can use Gen 3's lack of double battle balance to my advantage, because he's going to send his next Pokemon out and immediately get blitzed. So that's good. Good experience, too. That Grimer. Sorry, I think I ate lunch a little too late today. That's why I'm yawning up a storm. That's my bad. It's also kind of dreary outside today, so probably in combination with the both of them, that's no good. Alright, so let's get Ladybug in here, get that one-time participation credit, and we'll take care of the Zubat before it starts supersonicking me. I would not like that. That would make me frustrated. Actually, it wouldn't really, because, to be honest, confusion just doesn't... It used to frustrate me a lot when I would get confused in these games, but now it's just kind of like, okay, you're just wasting my time, I'm just going to leave. I'm either going to leave by switching, or I'm going to leave by running from the battle, depending on if it's a trainer or a wild battle. So, it just doesn't bug me like it used to, I guess. That's what you get for growing older. Blech. Nice! That's a one-hit. That's not something you'll see very often from a Ladybug, but I guess it was stab, so... Hey, Flareon's level 13, too. Nice. That's good. 13, too. Oh, boy. Probably shouldn't remind myself of that. I'm not making fun of it, man. I get it. I just pointed you in the right direction anyway, so... Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you could follow me out if you want. You're not going to follow me, are you? Well, it's this way, anyway. Just dead left, generally speaking. Or west, I should say. I would say follow the sound of rushing water, but then he'd end up at the top of the village rather than the exit, so... Yeah, no good. You're bad with directions, you will get lost and take wrong turns so easily, coupled with your general distaste of driving. Yeah, probably doesn't make car trips too fun, then. I don't know, I don't mind getting lost on the way to some stuff, because usually if I can find something that's familiar when I'm lost, it's like, oh, and then I can kind of just connect the dots and, you know, my world gets larger. So I guess I don't mind, even if I do get lost occasionally. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I do get lost still occasionally. I mean, it happens, you know, happens to the best of us. You got a new move, right? Yeah. Speaking of supersonic, why couldn't you have gotten Psybeam instead? I know you get it when you're purified, but come on now. Would have preferred that. Or supersonic. Who the hell's going to use supersonic? Not me. The NPCs are, and that's why I don't like it. Anyway, Relic Forest is open to us now, so let's head inside. That's me. I do. Okay, let's go check it out then. Yeah, I didn't do any walking in between streams because I still have enough, I had enough of that after we played through Coliseum. I said, I don't think I'm going to do that again. I mean, I could probably have gotten everybody's bars all the way down by this point, like, fairly easily, because their shadow bars aren't really all that long in this one. But I said, nah, I don't think I'm going to bother. It's fine. Sky is gray AF in battle. It's a little on the dreary side, yeah. So, thankfully, there's no Cypher Peons in the little hallway to the Relic Stone this time. It's all trainers, and they're all going to ask you if you want to battle with them. So, they're a little bit less engaging, I suppose. It's not a bad thing, though, because, hey, what if you're not prepared? You know, what if you went and walked forward by accident and you're like, oh, crap. I forgot, I need to go heal. Alright, so we can see Poochiena's nature now, so let's see if it's minus special defense. Like I said, it is Rash. I don't even know what the hell that does. Probably like special attack up, special defense down. I have the strategy guide now, so I can actually look. I think. If I can find where the abilities are in this damn thing. That's the walkthrough. Let's see. Abilities. That's not abilities. One thing I don't particularly like about the Prima Game Strategy Guide is that it doesn't have a table of contents in it, or at least the table of contents that it does have is very bare minimum. It doesn't give you any idea of like where anything is. I would think abilities would be in Battle Basics Prima Games, but apparently not. Appendices. Berry list, moves list.
And different features.
Yes. Moves list still. Moves list still. Battle CDs. Coupon exchange list. Items. Got a little bit of everything in here, but not what I'm looking for. When learned. What? The hell? Oh, these are the move tutor moves. Okay. This actually lists when the move tutor moves are available. And hey, you know, Body Slam isn't too far into the game, actually. Nice. I have no fucking idea. I would assume Rash is plus special attack minus special defense. So. What if you get lost trying to find a place the first time? That's what happens to you. GPS said turn left. I turned left. GPS reroutes itself. You said turn left. Yeah, that's no fun. I don't know. I find it to be a little bit of an adventure, so whatever. For me personally, it's fine, but I can see how it would get annoying.
What did you say Rash was?
Plus special attack minus special defense?
Yeah, you're right.
That's it? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at the nature's list.
Oh, okay, yeah. But it isn't bad, actually, yeah, considering that it's Gen 3 and it's a Dark type, so I suppose that
And dark type
works
attacks
okay.
are special.
Yeah. I was correct, yes. Alright, Conquer, we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so let's get back to this now that I've spent 2 minutes trying to look through a game guide that doesn't have what I need.
And I had to look it up for you. Oh well.
Oh boy. Anyway. We got a new. Hopefully it's not snowing here like it is closer to the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Or
We
the
got a lot of
other
snow.
Great Lake, I should say. Lake Erie dumps snow like it's nobody's business. It's ridiculous. So. Oh good, I got a flinch. I don't think it could actually do anything bad to me in this battle, but
Is that a shadow?
actually, no, it's not. You can tell if it's a shadow because it has that purple
Oh, that's
around
right,
its name. So, I think... So we got to get a participation credit for Ladybug, but I think I need to get rid of Numel. Numel, however you say it. I've always said Numel, but it could be Nummel because it's numb, so I don't know. However you say it, it doesn't matter, it's fainted now. You opened a lobby in Valhabar? Oh, okay, gotcha. Its defenses are so low, using special defense isn't going to hurt that bad. Yeah, that's probably true. Because, I mean, if it gets hit by most anything, it's just going to faint anyway. And to be fair, both of its weaknesses are physical in this generation, so I guess that wouldn't be too bad. Just don't leave it in on any crazy high special attackers. If they aren't psychic types. For, Poochyena.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I couldn't think of what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't think of which Pokemon you were referring to.
Yeah, that one. That a one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Focus Miss isn't in this gen, it's next gen, so we won't have to worry about that. Excuse me. Oh, incidentally, the one thing the Prima Games Guide does actually have, to my surprise, is it does have a nature-based, like the thing that was in Coliseum's Nintendo Power Guide, which is, here's what its nature is and here's what's most effective. But it's listed really weird. It's like, instead of listing just the natures and then having pluses and minuses and equal signs next to what's good, bad, or in between, it has, here's what the method is. So like battle and calling it, cologne, roster, like keeping in your party. And then it just lists the natures next to that. Like, this is the best natures for it, this is good, this is okay, this is not good, this is bad. And it just looks so much worse than the Nintendo Power version. Because it's just a big bundle of words. Like, the pluses and the minuses were so much more effective because you could just, you could look at the thing and just find your nature and be like, okay, cool, that's what it is. Now you gotta like look through the list, see what nature's where. So, Rash is, battle is okay for it. The best thing for it is cologne, but I mean, we're not gonna have enough money to do that, so. Oh well. Yeah, I'm going to get the Coliseum book back out for the next one. I just wanted to get the Prima Games Guide back out to see how bad it is, and in this case, yeah. I don't need the guide for the actual game, I just need it for the natures, so. Yeah, that's me. Let's battle so we can see if we can purify these Pokemon faster. I think Dynamic Punch actually is in this game, but I don't think anything really uses it. Or at the very least, they don't use it very effectively, so. Machamp doesn't have no guard in this gen, so we don't gotta worry about that. Excuse me. Corphish has like no special defense, so I think we'll just do that. Snubbull is not a fairy type, or Poison Fang would be very nice right about now, but that's okay. Yeah, that's what I figured was gonna happen. Okay, I just can't wait until I get, an actual fire-type attack. That would be rather nice.
Oh, that would be nice.
What is a Super Trainer? It's kind of like the Cool Trainer equivalent in this game. Or Ace Trainer equivalent. So, they just didn't want to use Cool Trainer, I guess, and they didn't think of Ace Trainer until, I want to say Gen 4, but I'm not 100% sure about that, so. Yeah, it's like the Cool Trainer or Ace Trainer equivalent Super Trainer. So. Let's see how good Poison Fang does against this Lotad. I mean, we have Aerial Ace for it as well, but we'll do that next turn, maybe. Nice. One-shotted. Easy as that. And we got a reverse mode as well, so that'll help a little bit, I think. Once I get it out of that, that is. I should probably heal it, although I don't think I can this turn because of reverse mode, so. This would do 90, this is 40, and then 80 from super effectiveness, so this will be a little bit better. Alright. It puts you in a snap out of it. There you go. Good chunk of Bargon. Not bad. You'll notice, by the way, that we can enter into reverse mode in this game from using any of our skills. It doesn't have to just be Shadow Rush that caused us to enter reverse mode. So, yeah, we can do it with anything. makes it a little bit easier to get the bar down that way because you don't have to just sit there and spam Shadow Rush the whole time in order to force your Pokemon to go into hyper mode. So.
I'm just looking at my team from before.
Oh,
I couldn't remember what I had.
From your old Sapphire file, yeah.
I couldn't remember what I had.
Yeah, Steve got out his old copy of Pokemon Sapphire, which we used for our Pokemon Versus battles way back in the day.
I'm just looking at my team right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, when it came to moves, I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh, boy. Ace trainers are the only ones that remotely pose a challenge in the normal Pokemon game. Yeah, they didn't quite get that at this point.
I had a little bit of an idea, but nowhere near as much as I do now.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you get older, you get more experience.
Some of these Pokemon choices, like Sharpedo, I don't even know why I chose that.
I mean, I took Starmie, so that was the good one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there were a few good water types in that gen, but Starmie was one of the real good ones.
Swampert was really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few good ones.
Yeah. I feel like reverse mode is a very good idea because outside of them using Shadow Rush more, it helps more than it hurts. Kind of kids like you didn't realize that. Red Aura bad, yeah. You're only HR4. You didn't get far in this one. Did you find the cartridge? I'll get you up, no problem. There you go. A little bit of training mode. I don't know if that's how that works actually. You'll get a new move in just a minute once you get a little bit more bar down. And Ladybuzz almost there. Might get there from battling, but I'm not 100% sure. We shall see. Because I think there's a couple more trainers between us and Egan, so. I'm ready. Let's see it. Have I been, like, absent-mindedly walking back to the Pokemon Center each time I fought these guys? I don't quite remember. I think I only just went back the once now, but it's like one of those right-wing brain thing, or, yeah, right hemisphere brain things that just sort of happens, and it's completely outside of my consciousness. I just do it naturally and don't even think about it. So, oh, you got Howl. Okay, that's not too bad either. I guess it'll work a little bit. Let's do a Poison Fang. It'll probably work a little bit better on this Cacnea because it's 100 base power, so a little more effective than Shadow Blitz. Ooh, and a crit. Nice. That actually helps a little bit because now I can switch in Ladybug and just pretty easily take out the Slugma. So I can do that too. Excuse me. Ooh, I think you messed up there, Slugma. Ow. Let's see, I just want to get Ladybug in, but I don't want to get Embered, so how about I do this? I'll call you out of Hyper Mode. Got a couple of calls right in a row with Poochyena. Getting down there now, that's good. And then next turn, we will switch and go from there. I don't know if this lady knows what she's doing, just being honest. Why would you got flash fired before, why would you use it again on the same Pokemon? Gotta make sure your 3DS even sees your internet, then try to remember how to open lobbies. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a bit of a process. So. Alright, there we go. Easy as that. We got another reverse mode. Nice. That will help. I don't actually know what the getting to the 5th bar of your heart gauge in this one does, because most of the time, I think before you would get a new move there in Coliseum, but in this game, you always have at least 2 shadow moves, so I don't know if it actually does anything, to be honest. So, what you got, matron? Yeah, I mean, keeping them in the party is a good idea, just to open it up. I know that one all too well. Here's a couple of burn heals in case you got burned by Ember there. I'm not going to go back to the Pokemon Center. I don't need it yet. So, only lost 1 HP and a little power points. It's fine. That looks painful. So, let's see. You're there and you're there. Oh, you're both about the same now. Cool. It's because we've had Poochyena in battle, though. So, it kind of caught up pretty quick. Alright. Let's battle this gent, this old dude. And then after that, we'll go heal again. And I'll probably save because, well, Egan's waiting for us after this, and knowing how impatient he is, I don't want to say hot-headed, because he's not really hot-headed, but he's going to fight us. That's the point. So, go online, look for a lobby with a single dude that's HR 325 with an SNS. The code is 1111. Nice. There you go. Nice and easy. We got a Horsey and an Abra to take care of, and I have a pretty good advantage against Abra. Although I have to call Poochyena out of hyper mode, or reverse mode. So how about we do this, and we do this. I could probably one-shot the Horsey, and I'm not even worried about it, like, hitting with Bubble or Water Gun or whatever. Flareon will live. It's got high special defense. It's fine. So. Okay, so there's that. There's a Shroomish. Should get Ledyba in here for that. Get that Aerial Ace going. Yeah, see? Easy. I take that easily. Let's see. Having a special attack for Horsey would be nice, though. So maybe I'll keep Flareon in for this one. We'll do this, and then I'll switch Poochyena out for Ledyba. And let it do the Aerial Ace next turn. Could open a lobby and you could join for it that way. However Marie feels, there's multiple options, I'm sure. Sounds like they've got a decent amount of matchmaking capacity on that Monster Hunter game, so probably work out for you no matter what. Welcome back, Conker. We just did a few battles, so nothing really substantial. We haven't quite gotten Ledyba or Poochyena down all the way yet on their bar, but they're close, so. Just forgot how to do things. It's okay. Nah, you're fine. Back to nerfed Switch X. Yeah, and Marie and Lifeblood are trying to get into a lobby on Monster Hunter 4. I sand attack, by the way, because I wanted to see if I could proc a reverse mode there for Ledyba. And as it turns out, worked out pretty good. So now we'll get a little bit of bar down. Got Hasty. Does that work really well? It says in the Prima Games Guide it's normal to call it. It does a normal amount, so let's see what a normal amount is. That's pretty good for being a normal amount. So. Alright, did Flareon get to 14? So I can be overpowered for this next fight, because I'm definitely over-leveled on it, so. Yes, yes we did. Good. Not quite at the point where I'm going to get a better move for it than Bite yet, but we'll get there. And got a little bit of money as well. Sure is. I wish these, well, I want to say I wish it didn't happen. I suppose it would have been probably better for the Pokemon if Shadow Pokemon didn't reappear. But for beating this guy, we also get the Cologne case now, which allows us to hold the scents from the shop there. And that does, in fact, help with some of your Pokemon. So it's an option for you if you want to use some of the money that you've grabbed over the course of the game so far. And I mean, it might not be a bad idea considering we've got Ledyba and Poochyena almost there at this point. Probably just 1 cent each would be enough. 1 Vivid Cent each would be enough. As a matter of fact, I don't even need a Vivid Cent. That's probably just like the 600 cents. I think I'm going to go do it, actually. We'll waste a little money on Cologne. Why the hell not? I've got, how much do I have? Oh, almost $8,000. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go waste a little money on Cologne to get them all the way down, and then we'll be good. Hell, by the time I walk to the mart and back, I probably won't even need the Cologne. Just do a big circle around the village like I did in Coliseum, and then there we go. We're done. Matter of fact, I'm going to check that right now because they might have already dropped their bar a little bit, so. You did, but not you. So we'll just give them 1 cent each. It's fine. I can burn a little money. What do I care? Joy Cent. I'll take 2, please. Thank you. Who wastes money on Cologne in this game? Lol. Me, apparently. Let's see. So, Cologne case. I'm actually just going to leave it at the bottom because I'm never going to use it again after this, so. Alright, there you go, Poochyena. And that'll open it up. It says a tiny bit, but it's more than a tiny bit. it's practically gone now, so yeah, we'll just, you know, finish it off there after that. And now we'll take care of Ladybug. There you go. Oh boy, time to work off 2 years of rust with pre-gen Switch hacks. Won't be able to cheese as hard, oh boy. And there we go, Ladybug is done, and probably on the way to the Pokemon Center, Poochyena will also be there. Our PDA will give us a little notif to let us know. If not on the way, then it'll be on the way to the Relic Stone, so it's probably fine. And we'll be able to purify all 3 of them, so that'll be fun. About time. Usually when I get there, I've either overpowered myself by grinding battles in here, or I just don't have all 3 of them ready to be purified. So now I didn't overpower myself, but they're still ready, so that's good. I think I'm gonna switch Teddy Ursa in for the Egan fight because Poochyena probably wouldn't do so well because of its low special defense, and Ladybug has a weakness to his Pokemon, so I'm just not even going to bother with that. Flareon's got good special defense, though, so that should help a little bit. And, well, Teddy Ursa doesn't have a whole lot, but it's, I mean, I guess I could probably take 1 hit, which is probably about all I need, so... Alright, and there's that. Good timing. Let's save real quick. Since I can do this in the field. And then we'll be good to go. Alright, let's go see what this Relic Stone is all about. Do the slow walk. Egan, good to see you again. So this is the Relic Stone, huh? Yes, actually, between the battles and then the little bit of cologne that I got, yeah, it worked out pretty good. I hope it's not level 50 still, because that would not work too well. Oh, boy. I do like that Egan's hair is articulated in this one, though, because, like, it looked like it was kind of, like, especially his eyebrows looked like it was kind of painted on last time. Now it looks... It's not quite fully formed, like, his beard still looks like it's made of tissue paper, but... Still, the eyebrows and the mustache look pretty good on his model, so... It's nice. Like I said, they gave everybody a little bit of graphical attention to detail, which is good. I like it. I'm going to Tail Whip to make it so that Teddy Ursa can just blitz this Pikachu and maybe even one-shot it if I don't get knocked out by Thunderbolt. At level 12, good lord, Pikachu, slow down! Alright, I have a careful nature, so I'll be okay. Forgot about that. See how much this does now at a -1. Blech! All of it! Good job, Teddy Ursa. I kind of figured that was what was going to happen, but I just didn't want to jinx it, you know. Good work, you two. Thank you, but why is your... Also, by the way, did you notice how his mouth actually wasn't just painted on there? There was actually, like, a gap in there that was, like, his actual mouth in there. That's nice, too. It's not, like, look at it. It's not... We can't hardly see it from here, but it was not painted on. I could see depth to it. So, that's good. Why is your Pikachu level 12, old man? Evidently, he had a little bit less experience on this one. Maybe it's a different Pikachu. Or maybe he was just taking it easy on me. That's probably it. I don't know how that works. What do you think this is, Egan? The world ends with you, where you can just drop your level at whatever whim you want? That is actually a cool function of the world ends with you, and I do wish other games had that, because you drop your level in that game, but if you drop your level, enemies have an increased chance of dropping items, which is really nice. So there's a bit of risk and reward there, and because of that, I usually drop my level as low as I can in order to fight the battles, so... Well, thank you. Yeah, they should all be ready now to take part in the purification ceremony, so... You can only pick one at first, and then Egan will take you back to his house, and he'll talk about your next destination. But after that, you'll be able to purify the rest, so... Hey, Pikachu! Hey, you! Not quite my Pikachu from Let's Go Pikachu, but, you know. Hey, Spite Shock, how's it going? Welcome. His Pikachu fetish demands that he have a Pikachu of every level. Something like that, yeah. He does have a lot of Pikachu. Like, you fight him again later in the game, and he has a lot of Pikachu. Or at least, I think he has the whole family, actually, in that one. So, Oh, don't forget the poison lifeblood. How you gonna... That's dot. That's important for fighting monsters, so... Alright, so I think it's only fair that we purify Teddy Ursa first, because... Oh, there's the sound effect that was missing from Colosseum. There you go. That's probably what I remember. But yeah, I think it's only fair we purify Teddy Ursa first because we got her first, so might as well. We'll do Lediba and Puchiena's purification after this. And there we go. Just like that, we've got our first purification done. If this was the first game, I'd say 47 more to go, but there's a lot more than that in this one. Oh, you have no idea. But we do get Return back, which is not too bad for Teddy Ursa. I think it starts out fairly powerful because it gained like 70 happiness for purifying just now, so... You'll also usually get a unique support move when you purify a Pokemon in this game, and it's usually a move you can't get anywhere else, like Refresh, or Heal Bell, or Helping Hand. So, all pretty solid support moves that you can get, and Helping Hand especially in this game is really helpful, so if you've got a Pokemon that you want to use and it has Helping Hand on it, I mean, go for it even if it doesn't, but Helping Hand is just icing on the cake at that point, so... Alright, so we won't nickname anybody, because like I said, the character didn't nickname as Eevee either, so might as well hold off on the nicknames, especially since I haven't thought about any of them at the moment, so... We'll go back to nicknaming stuff later in the next Pokemon game we play. Okay, sounds good. And then I will immediately run back there once we're done talking, so... Yeah, it worked pretty good, actually. Relic Stones still got it. There is that, though. Yeah, we probably should try to get Professor Crane back. He's been kind of gone for a little bit at this point. Oh, really? Well, that might be what they were trying to figure out how it worked, maybe, for the Purify Chamber, so... Yeah. His friend, incidentally, was Mikey's dad, of course, so... Well, yeah, I'd like to know if I could. Speaking of which, hey, somebody has information for me. You may remember Vander, he was the Area 1 leader back in Colosseum, and it sounds like he's still the Area 1 leader, so... Oh, really? Oh, boy. Well, that's a good lead if he's seen them out there, but I should probably go check with the source, and yeah, Vander is up on Mount Battle, to the northeast, so we'll go there. Thanks for the info, you too. I'll be back. Oh. Yeah, sure, that's probably a good idea. Just in case we need to share any more info, if you get any more leads or anything. Alright, so we've got Egan's number, and let's head back out. We'll go purify our other two Shadow Pokemon. Excuse me. I think actually there's a couple of new battles now here as well. I think the School Trainer will battle you again, and then I think there's one other battle that you can do over by the Move Tutor Lady's cave there. So, I think you can redo these battles as well, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Now that we've purified our first Pokemon, they might not fight you again. So, don't worry too much about it, though, if they don't. We will find a recurring source of Pokemon experience from battles very shortly, so don't worry about it too much. Alright, so Lediba, let's do you up first, and then we'll do Poochyena after that. So for purifying Lediba, we get Psybeam, so that'll be useful. And also, Refresh. So, nothing too substantial, but it's there. Also got to level 11 from the experience, so I guess that's a little bit more special attack that I can use. And physical attack, too, for Aerial Ace, so... Again, nothing too substantial because, you know, Lediba's a Lediba, so it's not really going to do a whole lot, but, you know... And now for Poochyena. Alright, so purifying you gets us... Dig? Not bad, actually. Doesn't have any stab moves at the moment, but that's okay. And there's the Cleric move, so it gets Heal Bell for some reason. I would definitely not get rid of that if you're going to keep this thing around for your team, because that's a really solid move to have around, for, especially for something like this. Like, that's very unique for a Poochyena, so... What's not very unique is the fact that it got basically no stats from that level, but, you know. That's normal. You called it. You forgot everything but how to prepare. Oh, that's okay. Even then, you forgot to restock before the hunt. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine, Marie. No big deal. It's been a little while, so, you know. Not really a huge deal. At least I wouldn't think it would be. Oh, water! My throat! There we go. Sorry, I'm overacting again. Oh, you're quite close to the next level. Okay. So I guess we'll get you and then you to the next level, and then after that, I mean, I'm not going to use any of these guys after, like, I catch my first actual team member, which I might not even do today, to be honest, depending on how long it takes us to get through Mount Battle and then the next area we go to, but we'll see. As long as you don't fuck up too much, we will win. There you go. Teamwork makes the dream work. So yeah, let's get Teddiursa the level, and then we'll swap after that. I did battle Egan, yes. I won, even. Yeah. I don't know if that's how that works, but sure, I'll have another battle with you. And yeah, I think her Pokemon have updated in terms of their stats here. Like, I think she did a little training while you were doing a little training, so... Basically, it just means more experience, which is good, because I could use the extra experience to get Flareon up to level 16. That's the goal. Then I'll have a stab move, and that will be very useful. I'm a Tail Whip. And then use Return on Jigglypuff, and, I mean, it's a pretty powerful stab normal type move, so at -1, I would imagine a Jigglypuff might not last against this, but we'll see. If it does, I guess it's not the end of the world, but, you know. Yeah, I didn't think so. But yeah, see, a lot of extra experience that you'll get, because technically at that point, Jigglypuff and Marill are considered evolved, so they give a little more experience than their baby counterparts. Togepi probably won't give a whole lot, but the other two are the main purpose here, so... Okay, that's not even really going to affect me all that much. Because I'm not going to use a physical attack on this Marill. I'm going to, with Flareon anyway. I'm going to use Bite. And I'm even going to use it on Togepi because I'm confident in Teddiursa doing about 2/3 here. So, it's fine. Okay, that's fine. We'll get that next turn. And then I think I'll switch in Lediba as well. Get a little bit extra. Ooh, almost KO'd. Nice. Oh, wow. A whole 5 damage. I'm so scared, Marill. Stop it. Excuse me. Let's see. So let's switch you in, and then... Sure, I'll get rid of the Togepi. I don't gotta worry about Bubble now that I'm getting Flareon out of here, so... You're so used to the Adept Switch Axe and Generations. Oh, boy. A little bit of retroactive interference, huh? Or is that proactive? I don't remember which way it goes. It's been a while. Alright, and then Ladybus should get to level 12 once we beat this Marill, because it should give probably at least the 50 experience that it's got left. I think it's got like 55 left to the next level, so... You were continually dodging against Ursula to adept off of its attacks. Oh, okay. I don't exactly know what that means, but continuously dodging... Sounds like it might help. I think. Maybe. I should switch Aerial Ace up a little bit further in its move list, even though I'm not going to use Ladybug for all that long. So. Not quite, but that's okay. We won't need to worry about that too much, because in a minute, we'll be able to get to level 12 anyway, because there's one more battle here in the area before we leave. Okay, so let's put you up front. Everybody else will be level 12. Flareon will be, you know, well on its way to 15. So that's good. And I think the other battle is right over here now. Yep. Oh, man. He went too far left. Well, you almost found it. You walked past it. Oh, okay. He won't fight us right now. I thought he said something else and then he fought you here, but maybe he only does that once you leave and then come back. So, oh well, it's fine. We'll leave and then we'll come back and we'll fight him later, maybe. Or maybe I won't, but yeah, that's where he is now, and I don't know if he leaves after that. I think he stays there after a while. He just kind of is like, okay, whatever, I'll just stay here. But now we can head off to Mount Battle, a place for Pokemon battle training that is always open to trainers. Sounds good, let's go there. It functions pretty much exactly the same as it did in the story mode of Coliseum. You can make a battle challenge eventually. Not just yet, but soon. Oh, hey, it's one of Mr. Verich's bodyguards. Bless you. What are you doing here? I did come here to train, and also follow up on a lead that I got about something. I'll have you. I mean, I guess that makes sense, yeah. Well, you didn't have a motive. I suppose that would make sense to question you having no motive, though, so... Yeah, that wouldn't be good. You probably should make sure you're treating them right so that doesn't happen. Well, I know why I want to become stronger, because that way my Pokemon and I can gain a deeper understanding of one another. And the bond that we share will be the anime bullshit that gets us to the end of the game. Hi, Delcatty. Yes, actually I am. Thank you. I'm gonna try. I need to follow up on a lead first, but after that I will train. I'm sure. Once I get my next actual team member, that is. Well, I think you should just go for it, because the worst that happens is you lose and you have to go back to the entrance. No big deal. Just ignore that overgrown spider because you're too OP. Kind of sad that you're alone in this game. It would be nice if I could have a partner so I could get them stuck on staircases like I did with Nora in the last game. But it's more of a traditional Pokemon experience where you don't have a whole lot of partners with you, so... in this one. Yep, and you can still earn Poke Coupons, and you can still use them to purchase TMs. They're still pretty hard to come by in Mount Battle in this game, but there is another method of gaining Poke Coupons that doesn't involve you being at Mount Battle at all, even, and it's a much better method. So, at least in my opinion, so... Oh, really? Huh, I'll have to check that guy out, but first I'm gonna heal, so... Your friends and you all played Gen and Gen Ultimate together. You were HR like 400 something with about 600 hours. Oh man, yeah. Well, that's, I mean, that experience will probably take you far. It probably is like riding a bike after that point for most of the Monster Hunter games that you'll play. So, alright, Man in White is over there. I think this is just the move deleter. Yep, he's still here. So if you need Pokemon to forget any of their moves, they can he can do that for you. I think he does it for free as well, so you don't got to worry about getting Poke Coupons. So... I'm going to stick Bite up here because as we've been using that more often than anything else. And then let's go here. We'll put Aerial Ace up there. That's in a pretty good spot, actually. Let's put that like that. Yeah, that works. And then probably put that like that. Yeah, okay. Just put the attacks up closer to the top so that way I can just click right through, you know. I heard you teach Pokemon some moves. Yeah, this is the move maniac of the game, basically. So he's kind of like the heart scale guy back in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. If a Pokemon ever knew a move and it forgot it, or it hasn't learned it at all because you caught it at a different level, this guy can reteach it that. Unfortunately, you have to wait until you have Poke Coupons in order for him to teach them their moves that they've forgotten. I think it's 1,000 Poke Coupons, if I recall correctly, and he'll let them learn something. I do want to keep that in mind, though, because... Flareon, when he was in Eevee, actually could have gotten the Helping Hand move at, I think, level 8, or maybe he started with it, but we forgot it somewhere along the way. So I'm going to want to get Helping Hand back, because that'll be really nice for supplementing the offense of my other Pokemon throughout the game. So, but we'll do that later. Here's the exchange counter, by the way, for TMs and stuff. So remember where that is for later. I'll be back, and we'll be buying a lot of stuff from there in this one. So... Well, actually, oh, okay. Yeah, well, actually, if Vander is the one doing the training, yeah, I came to see him. I guess I'm expected, so. Oh, okay. Cool. I will go through there, and I'll see if I can have a chat with him. Thank you. So let's go find Vander, shall we? Hi there. You wouldn't happen to know where Vander is, would you? I'm expected, I think. Not a challenger, but... Well then, calm down, don't panic, and then remember your training. That doesn't mean battle me, but okay, fine. We'll battle you. So this battle theme that's playing in the background here is kind of the first battle equivalent from like Pokemon Coliseum, like the first battle that you had with Willy and everything like that. So this is the equivalent of that for this game. It's a little bit less over the top than that one, and it's, I don't know. I don't have as strong of a connection to this one personally, because it's probably because of the fact that when you're doing Mount Battle in this game, you have to hear this battle theme for the entire stretch of Mount Battle. All 100 areas have this battle theme instead of it being like every 30 platforms you get a new battle theme, which I thought was cool in Coliseum, but in this game, no, it just plays this one over and over and over again, so yeah, I just don't have as strong of a connection to it because it gets a little bit old after a while. Needless to say. Had I one-shot a Tyrogue, but didn't one-shot this Wurmple. I think I had a -1 on the Tyrogue, so that might be why. After recalibrating the circle pad yet again and going through a relatively easy G-rank quest, you appear to be able to play for you on your 3DS with a little difficulty. Oh, that's nice. Always good. That makes it a little easier to, you know, join up with anybody if you wanted to. I guess while I'm going to KO this Wurmple anyway, I can demonstrate a new feature of this game as well. So we know in this game that Tackle is 35 base power and has 95% accuracy, which is a pain in the ass because that 95% makes you miss more often than you might think. So how do we fix its accuracy so it's at or above 100%? Well, a new feature of the call function in battle is if you use the call function on a Pokemon that is not sleeping and also not in reverse mode, the following interaction will happen. Flareon, you can do it! It will raise its accuracy by 1 stage, which is really, really useful. It means I'll never need X accuracies again. So, and I will be using the call function for that probably more later in the game, but it's very useful. It makes it so that you can hit with status effects a lot easier if they don't have 100% accuracy. So, yeah, it's very useful. It wastes a turn, but if you can afford to waste a turn, it's probably one of the better things you can do with that turn, so. Well, I don't know if you wasted a battle, but you will have to go heal your Pokemon, so sorry about that. Let's see here. All of your Sword to Axe moves weren't in this game? Oh boy. So a lot of that muscle memory is not doing you a whole lot of good at the moment, huh? Oh boy. Yeah, I think what Lifeblood is saying, I think that's directed towards Conquer. If you wanted to join them, Conquer, you can. I think he's saying that he's got the lobby open for anybody, so. No, it isn't. Yeah, not helping at all. So. Yeah, just do it instead of thinking about it, man. That's the important part. You keep trying to swap back to Axe mode and it's not working. Oh, I wish I could say I feel your pain, but I mean I can empathize, but I've never played it, so I couldn't tell you. You know that feeling? You tried to do a mid-air attack with the insect glaive from World. Oh, and that wasn't in the game either. Oh boy. Multiple times even. Oh boy. Why isn't it working? Oh, right. Forgot. You want to jump with your Sword and Shield? You can't jump with it? Oh, that's no good. Seems like a critical function is missing from that. Okay, not bad. Not bad. These guys are... I mean, Corphish isn't exactly defensive, unless it does that, but that's not helping with the special defense part, so... We will get there. Not critical, but useful AF, yeah. Yeah, I get you. Would be useful, that's for sure. Alright, I think your Corphish Swablu is on the way out. 106 experience, not bad. Not bad at all. Well on our way, that's for sure. Actually, it is critical for Sword and Shield. Is that like, can you dodge with the Sword and Shield? Like, I don't know how dodge rolling works in Monster Hunter, so if you can't, like, dodge or jump, that would be really upsetting. So. That was literally you. You were wondering why you couldn't do that attack, yeah. Why isn't it working? Oh, it's not in this game. Yeah, looking for Vander. Oh, okay, cool. So he hasn't gone that far up. We won't have to battle 9 battles in order to get to him in this one, so that's at least good. You guys are doing pretty good. I'll just use Teddy Ursa for now to get the levels up. Like, I'm not really worried about using Ledibar or Poochyena ever again, to be honest. I don't really see myself needing them for much of anything. Maybe for, like, a couple of the battles coming up after Mount Battle, but, yeah. Not really worried about it. More expert in Sword and Shield than you are. Lifeblood sounds like he's got a good amount of knowledge about it, so. Did remember how fun Charge Time Down Kinsect was. I don't... Was that Greek, Conquer? I don't know what the hell you just said, but it sounds cool. It's all hieroglyphics to me, to be fair. So, hello there. No, not exactly. I was looking for you, I think. Yeah, Egan sent me, so, yep. Oh, okay, what's up? I mean, I'm okay. I'm not great, but I'll get there. Oh, okay. So yeah, you gotta do 3 battles in order to talk to Vander in this one, so... Let's do this last one. I'm fucking sorry. I'm looking at the weapon controls. There isn't anything to swap from sword mode to axe mode in there. Oh boy. Basically, for the insect glaive, you control a bug called a Kinsect. Okay. So, a charge time down Kinsect would be like a big smash attack of some kind, then, I would imagine. Tell me you're stuck. I'm stuck in sword mode without doing a manual swap? Oh boy. Talk to a professional for a not hunter, yeah. Definitely me is the not professional hunter, that's for sure. Oh boy. I don't think Spoink is going to faint from one bite. It's got pretty good special defense. I know it's super effective, but... Doduo might faint from the one return, though. Yeah, who am I kidding? I'll probably end up having both of them be in the red health. So... Manual swaps and vial reloads are bad things for Switch Axe for non-Monster Hunter players. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I was going to say I'd have to keep that in mind. Switch, everybody attack the one you didn't attack before. And we'll be good. I gave strong consideration to using Lick, but then I was like, nah, I'm at -1. I might as well just use my best move. When upgrading the glaive, you can choose to upgrade the Kinsect in one of 4 ways. Okay. So I'm guessing this charge time down Kinsect is one of those ways. So, hey, we're level 15 on Flareon. Nice. Making our way up. Teddy Ursa is almost 13, and we'll probably get it there in about 2 seconds here. Okay, not bad with that Psy Wave. It can do anything from, I think, 1 damage to 1.5 times the Pokemon's level in damage. So it could have done as much as 15, but yeah, you'd have to get pretty lucky on a roll for that, so... Excuse me. There's level 13 for Teddy Ursa. A little bit of stats, nothing too substantial. We can get Fury Swipes, but I have so many better moves than Fury Swipes at this point. I don't think I'm even going to need those. I could fix it, I mean, with accuracy. It could be not too bad, but let's see. It's at 18, so it would only have like 27 base power because of stab for each swipe, so I'd be looking at about 54 base power on average, and I've probably got about 75 base power on return right now, so it's just not worth it. Especially since I have to waste 1 turn setting up to even use Fury Swipes effectively. So, sorry, I did a bunch of math in my head just there. Hopefully it didn't go over anybody's head. Alright, sounds good. Let's go get our Pokemon healed up, and then we'll have a chat about the desert. Oh, yeah, he's talking about the Shadow Pokemon Lab, the one that we went to near the end of Pokemon Coliseum's main story, but apparently it's still sitting out there, and they're still doing stuff with it, which is just not good. We should probably go check that place out. It's just a little bit south and east, south by southeast a little bit of Mount Battle, so... I don't know. Let's go find out. First, I'm going to heal up again, because I probably should. Lobbies in Valhabar, 2 people, one with HR 325, one HR 4. Code is 1111. There you go. Charge time down refers to a move you have in which you hold the Kinsect attack button down for a second to have it shoot out at fast speed. Okay, gotcha. That's cool. So you give it like a charge attack, basically. You're crying. You can't find swap moves. You don't have Mind's Eye in sword mode. Switch Axe got a glow up in future games. Didn't know what you had until it was gone, huh? Oh boy. That's no good. Ooh, I got an email. What do we got? From Aiden at the HQ Lab. Hi, Mikey. Doing good. Egan called today to inform us that Pokeballs are now available at the A-Gate Pokemon Mart. Pokemart, whatever. You get it. You won't have to worry about running out anymore. Good luck, Mikey. Thanks, Aiden. That'll be useful. How many Pokeballs do I have at the moment, anyway? Let's see. I have 7. I should probably go buy a few. As a matter of fact, I might go buy, like, I'm gonna move this up. I don't think I'll ever need the burn heals, to be honest, but, well, I guess I could move them up. It's fine. Just do that. I'll stick these. No, I can leave them down here. That's fine. But yeah, I probably won't need the burn heals, but I definitely will need a bunch of Pokeballs. Oh, actually, I forgot. There's a manual sort function in this, or not a manual, an automatic sort function in this game, so let's just do that. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. No big deal. But yeah, you can just sort your entire items menu with the R button, which is a lot easier than trying to sort it the other way. And you can also sort Pokeballs that way, so it's not too bad. Works pretty good. I think I'm going to go buy like 10 Pokeballs. We'll get a Premier Ball as a bonus for that, and then I'll have plenty of Pokeballs for when we go to the mystery facility down here. Wasn't sure if it was called the Shadow Pokemon Lab yet or not, but apparently it's not. That suffering amuses you. Oh boy. It does swap from sword to axe. What the fuck were we doing wrong? Still feel sorry for Ree. Oh man. I couldn't even tell you. That's something. I don't know. So if you couple the charge attack with a blunt Kinsect, you can charge up the attack really quick and eventually cause the KO status on the monster if you hit its head enough. Ooh, that sounds useful. Is that like Topple in Xenoblade Chronicles? Where it like knocks them over, basically? So that would probably be pretty useful at getting body, or not body parts, but like chunks and horns and stuff off of the Pokemon, or the Pokemon, I'll be alright, off the monster. There we go. Knocks them over and out for a little while, pretty much, yeah, okay. Yeah, see, a lot of stuff like that in games like that, like, if it's the topple status or the KO status or something, and it's not just like, hey, you're knocked out so you can't battle at all. Usually that's what games will do, is it'll be like a stagger function, or it'll drop them on the floor and they'll just kind of be vulnerable, so. That's the other word, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I was thinking of the topple status in Xenoblade Chronicles, and I couldn't think of any other examples, but it's the same as the vulnerable status in Final Fantasy 15, actually, as well, so, yeah. I think that status is actually called Crush in the Japanese version of Final Fantasy 15, which is way more metal, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, so we'll buy 10 Pokeballs, that'll get us a Premier Ball as well. I don't know what I'm going to use that on just yet, but, I don't know, maybe I'll toss it, like, pretty quickly to see what I can do. All blunt weapons will do KO, and sharp weapons will cut off the tail. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think if I remember my time with the beta, tail cutting is actually pretty important in Monster Hunter. I think it, I mean, at the very least, it gets you another part that you can grab, but I think it's also good for, like, making them less powerful? I forget. So. Crush, that's cooler than whatever the hell you said we got. Yeah, we got Vulnerable, but Crush is way cooler. So. Okay, Conker's looking for the lobby. I'll go look at the mystery facility and see what we've got here. Let's go find out. It's quiet out here. Too quiet. But that is the van that they used to kidnap the professor with, unless there's just like a bunch of them for some reason. And also the electric fence is gone in this one, so that helps out a little bit. Oh god, what the hell is coming out to fight me, and why does it have clown music? Multicolored cipher peons. Okay. The Hexagon Brothers. Sure. Why do these guys look like clowns, too? Like, they look like clowns, they've got music that's like clowns. As it turns out, they're gonna act like clowns. What happened to 6? You didn't count yourself, dumbass! Oh my god. Have they not gotten to do this before? Is that why they're having trouble with this basic counting stuff? Is there a reason the red one didn't count himself? Yeah, they're dumb. That's the reason. These crazy guys, oh, they're great. I like these guys a lot. They're just super stupid, and I love it. Maybe he's using the bathroom. Gotta wonder how they do plumbing in this place. Like, where does it drop off at, you know? It's the middle of a desert. I mean, sewage has got to be murder in this place. Like, it has to probably have, like, a tank or something that they have to, like, pay some dude to take care of every now and then. Oh, really? I mean, the fence was down, so I figured it was just an abandoned building I could come explore. You wouldn't like my mom. She would probably kick your ass, if I'm being completely honest, so... Want to know how useful cutting the tail is? Look up fights against Dread Queen Rathian. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, crush the enemy spirit. She's your waifu and your deviant monster? Oh, boy. Oh, man. Are they really this dumb? Oi, dipshits, if one of you isn't sounding off after you say sound off, yeah. I think they are kind of like Cole and I in that they bounce a brain cell between all 6 of their heads at the same time, and after that it's just no thoughts, head empty. So, but yeah, this is the truck that abducted Professor Crane, so we should probably do something about that. I think you have to fight one of these guys first in order to go inside, if I recall correctly. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think that's how it works. So, Flareon has a bit of a disadvantage against the dude in brown and the dude in blue. So I guess we'll have to pick one of the other ones at the moment and see what they've got. I feel like being stupid. Let's start from the end here, the other side. Normally, I just fight red and go from left to right, but let's start right to left. Why not? Yeah, that would be a bit of a problem, wouldn't it? Let's see what you've got, then. So now we gotta fight the Hexagon Brothers while we're out here. I'm gonna turn up the music this time because we can actually hear it a little bit more. I love how the build-up ends just after you get all your Pokemon sent out. That's great. Yeah, super good Cypher Peon theme. It feels like they basically... It's like I said with most of this game, to be honest. It feels like they kind of took what they had from Coliseum and just built on it, you know? So, because you can, like, very clearly hear shades of the original Cypher Peon theme here, but they added a little bit to it, so... It's cool. I like it. It's great. So... I think the brain cell bounces from one to the next as they take turns talking. Yeah, that wouldn't, that probably sounds, that sounds pretty much like what it should be anyway, or at least what I could imagine it would be. So, we just, I mean, they're level 9. I don't think they're going to last too long, these guys, so. You gotta be a little careful, though. If you start on the other end of the line, the red Cypher Peon has a level 17 Pokemon in his party, so that's a little bit sketchy at this point, but we'll be alright. We'll just start from this side and we'll go for a little bit of the other guys and we'll end up fighting our against the brown guy and the red guy later because they have super effective moves against me and that's no good. Drink yourself drunk or pressing R on the table. Easy farming so you can get out of this jaggy armor useful AF for the early game, but get it off me! Love the Peon theme in this game. It is some damn good music, and it is memorable AF, yeah. I would agree with all of those statements. I'm poisoned. I don't have Guts on Teddy Ursa right now, do I? I think I get Guts later, if I remember correctly. Well, I could refresh it and get rid of the poison, but let's take care of the Cacnea first so it doesn't just happen again. So, yeah, Greasix here actually has 6 Pokemon at the moment, but they're all fairly low level, so they shouldn't be too big of a deal to take care of. I might even send out Poochyena, actually, because they're mostly, I think they're all grass types, actually, if I recall correctly. They aren't all like that. They don't all have like a type specifically. Sometimes they'll, like in particular the brown Cypher Peon over there, the brown member of the Hexagon Brothers, he has just Pokemon that have the color brown as their primary color, so yeah, it just sort of depends. Let's switch Flareon out for now. Let's switch in... I really probably should switch both of these guys in, to be honest, but... let's do Poochyena, because that Lotad might Astonish, which would be actually pretty decent, because then it would be not very effective, so... I'm gonna refresh. Yeah, this would be challenged by having to fight all of them non-stop with no break in between. Yeah, that would be kind of a cool boss gauntlet, to be honest, like near the end of the game or something. So... They don't do that, unfortunately, but it would be cool. I think it would, too. So... Shroomish, I don't know why you used that on what was a fire type before this, unless you're just, like, galaxy braining me right now. Oh, I'm over-predicting or something. Alright, let's do a Poison Fang. I think I'll get rid of the Lotad first, because I don't feel like getting growled to the point where my attacks don't really do much, so... Let's just double team it. Take care of them one at a time. And I think in a minute I might even switch Leddyba in, just for the hell of it, why not? Since I'm already switching everybody else in, let's give Leddyba a chance, so... Okay, so he's got a Pineco, so that's not a grass type, but that's okay. I don't think it knows self-destruct at the moment, even though I think it should. I think it gets self-destruct like really, really early in these gens, but I'm not 100% sure about that, so... Ooh, Poochyena even has Heal Bell, so that would help out for this if I get Effect Spored. So, I'll keep that in mind. Alright, Leddyba, your turn. Okay, I think you have to battle at least one of them in order to get into the lab. I think the doors are locked until you fight at least one of them, so... But after that, you can go into the lab, and I think there's a heal point, like, pretty close to the beginning of the lab, so... We'll see. I got a badly poison, that's pretty good. I can finish that up on the next turn. Okay, so now... I'll probably Poison Fang the Pineco, and then I'll Aerial Ace it, and we'll let Shroomish kind of slowly succumb to the poison. Unfortunately for Shroomish, this isn't Gen 4, because if it was, it would be healing itself at the end of each turn because of the poison, if it had Poison Heal as an ability. I always loved having, especially in Gen 4, I loved having Breloom with Poison Heal. It was one of my favorite substitute users out of all of the Pokemon, because you could just poison it, and then it would have really good regen at the end of each turn. So... Also, Greasix, like most of the Cypher Peons here, has a Shadow Pokemon. In his case, it's a Shadow Seedot. And if you haven't purified your Shadow Pokemon up to this point, they would probably be pretty useful here, because Seedot is level 17, and that's very sketchy for us, so we'll have to do something about that. How about I Psybeam the Shroomish, just in case I KO it? Oh, I won't KO it with that, so that's fine. I forgot Leddyba was going to go faster. But basically, I wanted to make it... Wow, this Shroomish is having a bad day. Wanted to make it so that if I KO'd it with something, I would just hit the Seedot for something that isn't, like, that's kind of super effective. So... But this Seedot knows Shadow Wave, and I think it's a special attack, actually, if I recall correctly. So Poochyena is not the kind of Pokemon I want to have in here right now for this. Because that's gonna hurt. So, yeah, let's switch her out, let Flareon come back in. We'll go from there. You figured out what you were doing wrong. Turns out they changed the swing you can swap on normally. Oh, so it's just a different move you have to use to do it? Oh, boy. Yeah, that's going to cause a few muscle memory issues. Alright. I think that Aerial Ace won't... I mean, it might do a decent chunk of damage, but it definitely won't KO, so... Not even on a crit. It's a Leddyba, and the Seedot has a decent amount of defense, so... It'll be fine. Yeah, see? No problem. Alright, so we'll let her... Almost said him. We'll let her wave us again. And I probably should get Teddiursa in here to lick to try to paralyze it, but I think it'll be okay. I'll probably just, let's just sand attack it. And, let's see, that's 90, but it's based on a better defense stat. This probably won't do that much more. As a matter of fact, it'd probably do either about the same or a little less, so. So we high rank now? Oh boy. Oh, they combine 2 swings into 1 move in later games. The swap is on the second swing, not the first. Oh, I see. Okay. That's a little confusing then. Yeah, I could see how that could be a bit of a problem. Well, I'm not switching now. Shadow Hold. Do you like Shroomish and Breloom? Just not many opportunities to use them in a team. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it depends on the game, kind of. And really, where I would want to use them on a team is in Gen 4, to be honest, if I was going to use one in a team. Because in Gen 4, they made it so that you can actually get Spore at an earlier level than, like, the mid-50s, so you don't have to, like... I mean, you have to keep Shroomish for a little while, but it's not like Endgame where you evolve it, you know? So, yeah, that part's not too bad, at least. But, yeah, that's probably where I'd want to use it on a team. Let's see. By the way, the swapping trick that we used in the first game was actually taken out of this version of the game, so you don't, or rather, not this version, but this game doesn't have the swapping move, so you can't, like, use a Pokeball on your first turn and then swap the ball, its position. It doesn't work anymore. It won't, I think it actually just won't let you switch its position once you're using it on the first turn, so, yeah. Alright, let's try this Premier Ball. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'll give it a shot anyway. Oh, you can't forge in the lobby? You have to leave. Oh, boy. That's fun. Hey, it worked. We got a C-Dot. Level 17 as well, so that's pretty powerful. And to be fair, we don't have a grass type at this point, so it'll help a little bit. Gives us a little bit of extra levels to work with, so that's not bad. Well, then why didn't you hit me with the full brotherly love? Oh, boy. Actually, I think the heal point is in here, if I recall correctly. I'm going to find out right now. Yeah, it is. It's right here. I wouldn't open the gate up there just yet, though. I want to go battle the rest of the brothers first before we do that, so I'm just going to come back and heal whenever I need it after fighting them, which might be after each battle, to be honest, because they're pretty tough. So... okay, so we got a new Shadow Pokemon. Let's move it to the front of the party, and probably that's how this is going to go for a little bit after this, because these 3 probably won't see much action after this, except maybe Teddiursa because of Lick, because we don't have a status move other than that at the moment. So. Oh god, now what? Okay, they got to 6. No, stop! Stop counting! Did you forget? Oh my god. Hey guys, how you doing? Like I said, these guys are so dumb, but they're great because they're so dumb. So, who do I want to fight next? So, C-Dot won't do very good against the purple brother because he's got poison types, so C-Dot won't be great there. Maybe the yellow brother, because these two kind of have a neutrality against electric types in that battle, so that might not be too bad of an idea. Ideally, I'd like to get Flareon up to level 16 from these guys, so that way we can get access to Ember, which is the move that it learned at 16, so... Sure, I'll play with you. Let's have a play fight where I actually beat you up, so... How in the world did they get 8? Not even 1 brain cell between the 6 of them, more like 1/12 of a cell each. Yeah, they got something going on up there, and it's not much. That's for sure. Chinchou is a little bit on the sketchy side. I think we should probably get rid of that first. It's level 11, so that's not too bad. I will need 2 moves in order to defeat it, though, so because Shadow Wave splits its damage between the 2 opposing Pokemon, so... Hell, with Bite, this might not even do enough to KO it, but I might get a flinch, so yeah, this thing's got a bit of bulk. Also has a decent chunk of experience it'll give me, so that's not too bad, at least. Anyone want to fight a princess, aka Rathian? Oh boy. That should be fun. But yeah, use them Shadow moves. They're super effective on all non-Shadow Pokemon, and they're not too bad for poking away at actual Shadow Pokemon, so... Use them. They're pretty good. Let's see. So this will take out the Chinchou. We'll get to see Yellow 6's Shadow Pokemon if we do that. So that will be good. And then I'll get a little bit of damage off with Shadow Wave. Once we get rid of the Electrike, I'll actually bother with... I might send Teddiursa out to Lick and everything, but I want to make sure Flareon gets the max experience for now. But Yellow 6 has a Shadow Mareep, and Ampharos is actually pretty good in this one. It doesn't learn a whole lot of moves, but it functions fairly similarly to Plusle in the previous game. It just can't get Helping Hand, so you'd probably use it as like a screener with Thunderbolt as its main move, and then you get like Light Screen. I don't know if it can learn Reflect, though, now that I think about it, so I guess you could use it like almost like the Pikachu that I had in Let's Go Pikachu, where you could give it Light Screen and then Thunder Wave, and it can go from there. So, actually, I think I'm going to switch Flareon out, because I should still be able to paralyze the Mareep with Teddiursa, although I don't know if I want to do that, because then I could get static paralyzed, so... And again, it doesn't really matter what I do here, I'm going to get static parried anyway, so... I suppose I could use Sand Attack once or twice to make it a little bit less accurate while we take out the Electrike there. Oh, yeah, that's the Queen of the Land. Treat her with the proper respect. Play enough Monster Hunter, and fighting the princess can be fun. Okay, gotcha. You'd be going for the wings. She stopped being the Queen of the Land to you when they introduced Dread Queen, and then you fell in love. Fair enough. Alright, so let's see if this does in the Electrike. Yes, it does. Good. And it did very little to Mareep, so... that's fine. And we're almost level 16 now, so that's good. Teddiursa, let's send you in. And we'll let you do a lick, and then I guess I'll just keep Shadow Waving, it's fine. Just soak any Shadow Blitzes that come my way. I probably could have Tail Whipped before I left as well, but that's alright. You'll take Simp, I mean, I guess. Also, never mind, she is an HR4. Cowards thinking she's too hard for HR4. Oh boy. So you can't go do the fight then, unfortunately? No, that's no good. Or at least not do it right now, anyway. Ow! Quit it. Yeah, we'll get Teddiursa out of here after I lick and see if it works okay. I'll probably just, like, potion it up if it doesn't work okay. Knowing my luck, I'm gonna lick it and I'm gonna get staticked instead of paralyzing it. Oh boy. Oh, it didn't happen. Okay, cool. Keep going then. Alright, so let's do potion. Do that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to heal after each of these fights, honestly. I mean, it's fine, whatever. I mean, they've got level 17 Pokemon, so it's not really shocking that would be something that would be necessary. There we go, we got Paralysis. Nice. So now, I guess just keep licking, and because I don't want to return, because that would probably actually hurt it pretty good. Metal Claw is not very effective, and yeah, it's fine. We'll just do that in Shadow Wave, and then after that we will probably switch Teddiursa out, and I'll start chucking Pokeballs at it, because it should be close enough to yellow for it to be in good shape. You did an HR4 Nursilla with her? Oh, okay. Huh. Maybe it's a little different. Get this out of the way. Oh boy. Wonder what that is. There's the static para that I thought was going to happen. It's nice having a few Shadow Pokemon on hand, by the way, for when you're catching Shadow Pokemon, because they can kind of soak up the Shadow attacks and they're not very effective, so I think it's pretty good. We'll have some room in our team for a good chunk of the game where we'll be able to have at least one Shadow Pokemon just hanging out for fighting these guys, so nice. That Sand Attack came in handy. I don't normally use Refresh all that much in this game, so I'm going to try to make better use of it than I usually do in this one. So, just so that way it's not like it's just burning a hole in my move slots, you know? So. Oh, and don't worry about your money in this game, by the way. They give you a little more money in this one than they do in Coliseum, so even though you can't do the ball swap glitch that we did in Coliseum exactly once for demonstration, don't worry about it too much. You'll be able to buy enough Pokeballs, and you get some from treasure chests as well, a good chunk if I remember right. So it should make it a little bit easier to keep your cash up and also keep your Pokeball collection up. So that's how that works. I mean, I guess that's fair, yeah. Who's going to come all the way out here except for a kid like me? He's too dumb to know better. Excuse me. Alright, got a Shadow Mareep. Ooh, those stats are pretty good, actually. I mean, I know it's level 17, so... But special attack's not too bad. Attack's a little low, but it's probably got... That looks fairly neutral to me, to be honest. Mareep's stats look like that normally, so... It's not too bad. How is C-Dot's stats, anyway? Let's see. The advantage to, in this case, C-Dot and Mareep... Okay, those aren't too bad. I mean, it's a C-Dot, so it's not going to have great stats. But the advantage here is that if you have C-Dot gain a level after you purify it, same thing with Mareep here, they will actually evolve immediately because they both... I think C-Dot evolves normally at like 14, and then Mareep evolves normally at 15, so they'll both gain a level. If they both gain a level, when you purify them, they'll both immediately evolve and be a little more useful, which is not too bad. I'm not personally going to be using either of them. I am planning on using an Ampharos in one of our playthroughs, our Pokemon playthroughs later, in one of the older generation games, but yeah, I'm not going to use it for right now. It's just... I've got another electric type in mind, basically, although it's not even an electric type. It's covering another type. It is another type, actually, and then it covers electric types. So, did I just see something glowing out here? Oh, no, it was just the wind blowing around. I don't think there's any items out here. I think they got rid of the chests that were out here when the lab was abandoned. So, I guess I could just check around. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Alright, who do we fight next? Let's see here. Still want Flareon to hang out in the front there, just to get a little extra experience out of this next fight. I think I'll fight the blue brother this time, because, well, we don't really have a good advantage there, but we have a few other Shadow Pokemon now that can kind of take care of that for us. We've got 2 of them, so, and they both have an advantage against him, so it should be okay. I am looking to have a battle if you're willing. Let's do this. What's with the pouty lips there, friend? Just doing that because you could, huh? Alright, Horsey and Goldeen. Got it. Be nice if it was a Shadow Horsey, but unfortunately you'd never be able to get Kingdra in this one until post-game, so they didn't do that. So, I don't know. I feel like Bite plus Shadow Wave will, like, 110% take this thing out, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, didn't even need the Shadow Wave. Horsey, you suck on special defense. But we got Flareon up to level 16, so that's good, because in a moment, we can learn Ember, so that's cool. I'm just going to get rid of Tackle. We'll never need Tackle, and I don't think I've ever used it, so I might as well use something that's a lot better. 40 base power, can inflict a burn, 100% accuracy, get stab. Very nice. It's not a physical attack, but we'll worry about that later. That's fine. There we go. I'll have to reorganize stuff in a minute as well in terms of their moves, but it's fine. We'll get that out of the way soon. Look at the round boy! It's also a Shadow Pokemon. Shadow Spheal. Water Ice type, so it doesn't have the pure typing advantage that most water types that are just pure water types have, but it's alright. It does pretty good for itself, it just doesn't get any water moves, so I guess if you need an Ice type, it's not too bad. And, I mean, you get it really early in the game, so it can become fairly powerful, all things considered. It just, like I said, it doesn't really have a whole lot going for it when it comes to keeping itself going in the water-type department, so... I guess we just keep Shadow Waving. I'm eventually going to switch Teddiursa in to try to lick it and paralyze it, but let's get Mareep its participation credit first. There we go. I think you're hitting the wrong person there, Goldeen. Nice. No, Spheal has Shadow Wave, I was going to say. Does Spheal have Shadow Blitz? Because getting a static para here would be really nice, but yeah, it's got Shadow Wave instead, so. Shouldn't do a whole lot, though, because I've got 2 Shadow Pokemon on the field, so yeah, they can take that with no problems. Especially since the damage is split between the 2 of them. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Let's do this first. There we go. Let's get rid of the Goldeen. Did you make a Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds reference while you were mining? Oh boy. Definitely, possibly. I don't know because I didn't see it, but probably. Alright, give Flareon a little extra experience. Get Shadow Misted. This is evasiveness, right? Yeah, it lowers your evasiveness by 2 stages, so it's actually not too bad, honestly. If you don't feel like using the call function at that time, it's probably not a bad option to use to get a little bit of... to make it a little easier to hit stuff if you're using Shadow Pokemon like that. So, I'm gonna switch Flareon back in. Ember actually won't do a whole lot right now because Water Sport is still on the field, so I should be able to kind of chip this thing down even though it's a stab move. So, we'll do that. I might not even bother paralyzing it, honestly. It would be useful to do that, but it depends on how much damage Flareon takes here. I don't think it'll take that much, but yeah, that's what I kind of figured. It'd be like 5 or 6, so nothing too substantial. Oh, I can move it in battle. Oh, okay. I forgot that that was a thing. Cool. Also, this thing might have Thick Fat, so Thick Fat plus Water Sport means this will do nothing at all. Yeah, that's pretty much nothing at all. So, all right, well, we got a burn, so that's not too bad. It's not paralysis, so... And it does have a timer on it now, but it is a status ailment, so we'll still get that 1.5 times multiplier for having that status ailment on it for when we capture it. So that's not too bad. Good job tanking it, Flareon. You're taking it like a champ. Alright, Shadow Blitz. Let's switch C-Dot back in. We'll let the burn do a little bit more damage, and then we'll throw a ball next turn. And we'll be good. I still have the strategy guide right next to me here, but I don't even need this shit. Get it out of here. There we go. It doesn't have useful info for me. Okay, we get it, Spheal. You're gonna hit your Shadow Waves. Alright. So now we just gotta worry about the timer a little bit. Is Shadow Shed the one that I was talking about that deletes Reflect and Light Screen? I think it is, so I think I should use Mareep's turn for a Pokeball. And then I can see what we have here. Oh, Shadow Hold. Okay, that's fine. As long as I don't damage it much more, because it's on a timer right now, so... With its burn. I've probably got about 5 turns to catch it, so it'll probably be fine. Yeah, see? No problem. And now that we've caught Spheal, we are going to have to make some room in our team in order to carry it around, because at the moment, carrying it around is probably one of the most effective ways to purify it, so... Sure you did. I'll probably hold on to Teddy Ursa for a little bit, though, because Lick is fairly useful for getting that paralysis chance on them. Ember has a 10% chance to burn, as I recall, so it's not as effective at burning stuff, but usually it's like that. Burn and freeze in these games, if they do have a chance of happening on a move, it's usually not very high, so yeah. I'll stick Teddy Ursa there. Let's stick Leddyba here. Excuse me, because we got it second, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so let's switch you up here. And then who am I fighting next? I think I'll go fight the Brown Brother. And I'll switch Spheal in after a short period of time, because Flareon can be... Well, actually, no, I should probably go fight the Purple Brother first. And then we'll go from there. Because I think the Purple Brother's a little bit easier than the Brown Brother or the Red Brother, so... And then after that, we'll go explore that little left path over here, this left door. I guess we could go do it now, actually. Why the hell not, right? Take a bit of a small non sequitur, and then we'll fight the rest of them. There's a few extra Pokeballs for you, so that's not too bad. So I guess you could get away with not buying them if you really wanted to, but you might be a little low on Pokeballs after a while here. And there's quite a few Shadow Pokemon to catch here at the Mystery Facility, so I would say buy a few. It's just for safety, to be honest. But yeah, not a whole lot going on in there. So, alright, we got red, we got brown, and we got purple. So let's start with purple, because like I said, I think he's easier, if I remember right. Why do you like watching children run away from you? Are you some kind of creep, dude? What the hell? Okay, so he's got a coughing and a Grimer. Not too bad. The two OG poison types. And one has higher defense, one has higher special defense, but we should be able to take care of them fine. No big deal. Let's do an Ember. Yeah, see, he's got 4 Pokemon, so he's got a little bit lower levels than the rest of them. Pretty sure they are a creep. I mean, it sounds like it based on the way he was talking. Wouldn't want him watching my kids, that's for sure, even though I don't even have any kids. So, and when you don't have kids and you don't want them watching your kids, that's a bit of a red flag. Should have called yourself Red Flag 6. Would have been more effective of a name. Ooh, nice crit. I don't know, Spheal's special attack is pretty good from what I recall, so that's pretty good for itself. Tentacle is going to be a bit of a problem, but let's see what we can do about that. We didn't check Spheal's stats to kind of predict its nature either, though, so I guess I'll go do that too once I'm ready to go here. So Grimer will probably faint from one Shadow Wave next turn. Tentacle will only take a minor chunk of damage, but I can switch in Mareep and do a Shadow Blitz, and that'll do a little more damage, so let's check Spheal's stats as well. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. It's got thick fat, so that'll help with its resistances. Fire is no longer neutral. It's considered not very effective, even though you don't get the message, because it reduces the damage by like 50% from fire and ice moves. And now ice does like way, way less. It'll do basically nothing at all if you have this thing in on an ice type attack. So, works pretty good. Should stop after this. The stick that controls your camera is not cooperating with you at the moment. This is a gathering quest, not a hunt. Oh yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. You definitely don't want the camera being uncooperative, so. I hate when that happens. Alright, so that didn't do too bad against Tentacool because, I mean, it's super effective, so it's probably going to do a little bit of good damage. But yeah, one Shadow Blitz should be enough to take it Tentacool out after this. And then we got a Gulpin. As it turns out, though, it's a Shadow Gulpin, so we'll try to catch it too. I should probably do something about this poison as well, but we'll figure that out right now, actually. Let me use an antidote, why not? Because the Gulpin is definitely not going to be poisoning me anytime soon. So it's just going to be blitzing and getting basically nowhere. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have cured the poison just yet because this might poison me again. So. Oh, and I'm confused too. Forgot about that part. Well, he broke through, so that's good. Goodbye. And now we can swap out Mareep. We'll get Seed out of participation credit as well for its Shadow Bar. Probably not a good idea because Gulpin is, you know, a poison type, but it doesn't have any poison type moves to take advantage of right now, so we'll be okay. Get Seed out in for the participation credit, do a little bit of damage. We'll, oh, I guess I'm stuck with these two for now. That's fine. I was going to say we'll switch Teddy Ursa in as well, but yeah. It's not going to happen anymore. I guess it's good that I got Seed out though, because now it can actually get the one-time participation credit and get Bullet Seed for its move, so that's not bad. Just keep Shadow Waving. We'll get there eventually. barely. Little at a time. Okay, well, reverse mode will help, though, because I can kind of work on their purification while we're at this, so... Ow. Bit of a cheap shot there, huh? I cheap shotted myself. See that? Snap out of it. Oh, holy hell, that did a lot. Well, now we can see what its nature is. It must have had a nature that was very positive towards calling it. Usually when you see it go that far down, though, like if it goes one full bar like that, it usually means that it's kind of like a pretty mellow Pokemon, and by that I mean it won't go into reverse mode very often. It does it maybe once per bar, basically, so you won't really see it go into reverse mode ever again. I think it's hard programmed, though, into the game where they will, at one point during their purification, go into reverse mode at least once, even if they're pretty mellow. And yeah, it's got a docile nature, so that's pretty mellow usually. If we remember from Coliseum, that one I think had a low chance of going into hyper mode, so... I'm not even going to bother with Bullet Seed for right now, though, because it's probably just going to do about the same as Shadow Wave anyway. So, we'll just keep waving. And once we see half... Oh, okay, it went into reverse mode again. Well, C-Dot, you might be done pretty quickly, then, if you keep doing that. So, I usually don't see that, though, with Pokemon that are relatively chill, like this one. This nature. So, like, it usually doesn't go into reverse mode more than once per bar for me, so... And by that, I mean once per entire bar. Like, it's all 5 segments. It'll only go into it once, but... Hey, if it works, it works. It means I get to put this in my PC a little bit faster. Yeah, so much for that docile nature, huh? Yeah. No, doesn't look very docile to me. Are you sure? Oh, we got Secret Power. That's pretty nice. That's kind of like how it was on Umbreon in the previous game. It has that 30% chance to proc an additional effect, depending on where you are in the game. I don't remember what it does here, but... I mean, if I had to guess, judging by the fact that we're in a desert, and it's very sandy in a desert, I would say it probably reduces accuracy by 1 stage. I don't know exactly, but it's there. I don't think it's as useful as Nature Power, though. That would be another good move to use your Poke Coupons on if you want to get something out of C-Dot later, is to go back to the... Move Maniac in Mount Battle and get it Nature Power, because Nature Power is actually a very versatile move in this one. It changes its move. It changes to a different move depending on what the terrain is, and you can get crazy shit like Flamethrower, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Shadow Ball, so most of them are fairly high power out of all of them. I mean, if you're in a grassy area, you'll probably get Stun Spore, so maybe don't use it in Agate Village, but most of the other places you can go, you'll get pretty solid stuff, so... Yeah, I would say that's another one. If you can get Helping Hand, try to get that with Poke Coupons. If you can get Nature Power, try to get that with Poke Coupons, because holy shit, Nature Power is nuts. Especially when you get it into a Shift Tree later. It gets really solid attack and special attack, so it can do pretty good with it. And we got Shadow Gulpin, so that's cool. 4 down, 2 to go. Man, face planted this guy, and we thought the other people were being overzealous with their getting defeated animations. Yeah, a few of them have different animations from the others. Most of the Cypher Peons will just like roll behind them and then put their hands in front of their faces, but he just fucking dropped to the ground like we shot him in the head or something. Good lord, man. Let's see here. So Spheal's still in reverse mode, so we'll fix that in a minute. I gotta get Gulpin in here. So let's do that. I will put Poochyena in the box, and then after this, when we catch another one, we'll get we'll put Teddiursa in the box finally, just so I have a whole bunch of Shadow Pokemon to purify, and we'll go from there. It's actually probably for the best that we got C-Dot first, because, well, it helped us in terms of, like, having some advantages against the Pokemon around here, so, like, the ones that we're fighting against. Alright, so, Spheal needs to be in. I'm going to switch C-Dot in, actually, because we don't really need experience for Flareon at the moment right now. I mean, we could use it because it'll be here forever, so we could always use experience for it, but... Excuse me. I got a few Shadow Pokemon, so let's... No, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll switch Flareon in to start the battle, and then I'll switch in somebody else to kind of cover for it, so how's that sound? But let's start with the brown brother. And then after that, we'll fight the red brother, and then we'll be done, and we can go inside the lab proper. You did tell me to go home, Brow6, but I am not going there right now. I don't like his smile. Like, the other guy had that weird frown, and he's got, like, this really creepy-looking Jim Carrey-ass smirk on his face. So that's fun. Oh, what do we got? A Shadow Baltoy. I like Claydol. It's a pretty cool design. So, I won't be using it in this one, but it was high on my consideration list, to be fair. So, yeah. It's a pretty decent Pokemon. It doesn't get really too many Ground-type moves until much later. As a matter of fact, I think you pretty much have to teach it Ground-type moves as a TM. So you pretty much are stuck until you get Earthquake. But other than that, it's great. Oh, actually, see, that's not a good idea because of the Hoot Hoot. So, how about Mareep? That'll work pretty good. And then Spheal, we got to get you out of reverse mode, so let's do that. You got a gem from Devil Joe. Oh, nice. Sounds pretty good, I think. Same. There you go. Both of those sound pretty good. Yeah, Baltoy doesn't have any ground-type moves because it's only got its shadow moves for right now. They actually fixed that from Colosseum, where in Colosseum, the trainers could use any of the 4 moves that the Pokemon had, even though they wouldn't know them when you got them. In this game, they only have their shadow moves, even if you... like, basically, they start at the maximum shadow bar, no matter what. So it's not like the... in Colosseum, where for some reason they were, like, fully trained all the way down, you know? So... Water Gun will do a lot to Baltoy, but I don't think it'll KO. I'm gonna take it. Critical hit, though. I'm not gonna take a chance. It's fine. Oh, it's the rare. Okay, gotcha. Not you. Oh, that sucks. That's no good. Come on, Monster Hunter. Why aren't you being an equal opportunity employer here? That did pretty good damage. I mean, Mareep's got, like, the highest special attack out of anyone in the party except Flareon, though, so that's not really shocking. Why is the Pickle Switch Axe over 100 raw? You're gonna have to ask someone else because I have no idea. And back to what Conker said before, where I was like, Conker, is that Greek? So we're back in that situation now. I have no idea. Even minus 25% affinity, that's absurd. Monster Hunter is an equal opportunity employer, just not equal drop rates for all. Yeah, I guess that's fair. 1,000 raw, not 100. It's 1080 raw damage. Okay. I just don't know what raw damage is, I guess. Is it like Demon Souls, where it, like, reduces the scaling of the weapon for more damage? I don't know. Oh, you don't need one? It's useless for Conker and you? Okay, gotcha. Well, then at least it wasn't like you know, missed a drop that you wanted, you know. Let's try Lickin', and then we'll Shadow Wave as well. And this should do okay damage. If I live. There we go. And Lick can paralyze this Baltoy, even though it's a ground type, so that's not bad. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, welcome to Monster Hunter, where you do 50 hunts for 1 drop. No thanks. That doesn't really sound like my cup of tea. CDOT didn't get a participation credit yet, but we can always switch it in after this, and then we'll go from there. Like, I can switch it in while I'm trying to toss out a Pokeball. And to be fair, CDOT is pretty far down on its bar compared to everybody else at this point, so... We got those couple of lucky procs of reverse mode, so... Yeah. Did you get Rathlos in 14? Because that's 50 hunts total. I didn't get the mount. We fought it at one point. Cole got the mount, actually. So he did the 50 hunts total. I didn't get the mount, though. I didn't feel it was necessary. But I did want to fight Rathalos because I thought it was kind of a cool crossover, so we fought it. So, yeah. Let's switch Seed out in for participation. We'll get Spheal out of reverse mode, and then we'll throw a ball next turn. And now we can see Spheal's nature, so that's good. That was a lot of bar as well, so... Accurate game translation, yeah. Oh, they recreated its hunting video. It's so good. Oh, boy. Check that out. Or if you're one of your friends, you'll get the rare shit almost every hunt. Oh, my God. That person has a lot of luck, I'll tell you what. I guess I'll Shadow Hold. And then toss a ball. Okay, we're back up to 17. Nice. You have a friend like that as well? Some people have all the luck. Your boyfriend was freaking out and fanboying over the new, or the recreated Rathalos video? Okay, gotcha. That's cool. So many dead Velcanas and no crystal for you, but everyone else carves one out right in front of your face. Oh, that sounds like Monster Hunter. Got a rare drop from Nergigante in the World Demo. Oh, wow. I didn't even know... Did I get any drops in the World Demo? If I did, I don't think I picked them up because, well, it was my first time playing Monster Hunter. I didn't know better. I know the internet would say, no, you got to pick everything up, but, like, do you think I looked at the internet before playing the Monster Hunter World Demo? Come on. What do you take me for? So. Oh, it's the demo, so you can't keep your shit, and he gets the rare card. Great. Your friends and you discover that they were, in fact, siphoning your luck for themselves. Oh, that's fun. Sounds like an RPG mechanic. Siphon luck from one character to another so that they can use the luck for something. That'd be kind of interesting if there was, like, a character that had, like, a luck-based attack or something that they could, like, take a turn of prep by siphoning luck from other characters, so you'd have a little risk and reward. Like, the other characters get critted a little more often, but it was a big, powerful attack, so... We got a Brave Nature on Spheal. That's... I mean, I guess it's okay. I think it learns Body Slam by level up, so... This minus speed really doesn't affect it that much. It's pretty slow to begin with, so... what else have we got? Nothing else that I can see so far, so... Let's see... Actually, Flareon wouldn't do too bad against the Red Brother. His name is Red 6, or Re6, I should say. I like to say Red 6 because it sounds better to me than Re6. It sounds more like red, you know. So, but that's okay. Alright, Teddy Ursa, we'll stick you in there. Probably Mareep is pretty close to learning Thunder Wave anyway from Purification, so we'll see about that. Oh no, Monster Hunter works that way. Monsters love aggroing him. Might be why he has a Charge Blade, which has a great shield. Oh, okay, gotcha. So that probably helps a little bit. He can be a good tank. One of your friends says Monster Provoker EX. Oh, okay, I missed that part. There we go. As long as you played with them, they'd be getting everything they needed while you'd get the minimum drops. And you do mean the minimum drops. So it sounds like you have Cole's luck then, because Cole never has any luck with drops either. Most of the time, it's pretty shit. So... Usually you have massive luck in games. Rare drops from bosses accidentally first try drop. That's not bad, though. It's always good to have a little extra luck, you know. It never hurts, at the very least, so... Gets you what you need a little faster. I think my luck is pretty middle of the road, to be honest. It's usually not too bad and not too good at the same time, so... I guess I'm kind of in the middle. Well, no, why would I? You guys are sitting here with fancy Pokemon that I want to catch, and I want to battle you anyway for the extra experience. Plus, it's an abandoned building, and I'm a child. Like, come on. It's like holding candy in front of my face. Tempt me with a good time, will ya? Yours is usually kinda above average, you think? Okay, well, that's not too bad, then. Helps a little bit. You did get that Celebi before full odds, that's true, yeah. You got it at what, like 5,000 something resets instead of 8,000, so that's not bad. It was a lot of work, but hey, more power to you for doing all the work to get there, so. We have a Shadow Houndour, and that's actually probably the best of the Shadow Pokemon that are out here from these guys. It's pretty powerful all the way through the game, to be honest, so. It's got Fire Dark typing, those are both pretty good. It has high special attack, take advantage of those. It gets pretty solid moves, all things considered. And it evolves pretty quickly after you purify it too, so. I believe it's at level 24 it evolves, or 26, one or the other. Spheal here doesn't evolve until level 32, so that might take a little while to get good, unfortunately. Let's take care of the Slugma first. And, ooh, Mud Slap, that's pretty nice, actually, because that's a low-power move that I can use to drop accuracy. Let's use that on Slugma to get rid of it, and then I'll probably use it on Houndour as well, to be honest. Yeah, Houndoom is a good Hellfire doggo. It's pretty solid. I usually don't get a chance to use it, though, because it's not too often that you can catch it at a convenient time. Like, in Johto, you don't get it until, like... I probably just should have used Water Gun, honestly. Just thought about that. Oh, well. But yeah, you don't get to catch it in Johto until, like, post-game, basically, because you can't catch it until you go to Kanto, which is kind of no good. Alright, let's Mud Slap the Houndour. I don't want to use Water Gun because that gets stab and I have good special attack, but I have low-ish physical attack. And even though it's super effective, it'll drop accuracy, so that's pretty good. No, I think you're right. I think both Houndour and Murkrow are available outside of Celadon in the post-game once you get to Kanto, so... I think you can get it in Platinum pretty easily, though, if I remember right. It's, like, near the 3rd gym in Platinum, if I recall correctly, so... Well, if I ever give Platinum a shot, I know what fire type I'm using. I like Houndoom, it's pretty cool. Alright, we gotta get participation credits now, and we gotta get Spheal out of reverse mode, so let's get Gulpin in here, because I could use a little bit of participation credit. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. There we go. Spheal is at its last bar. That's good. Let's see here. 64, 61, that was what it was? Okay. Glad we got this rolling somewhat. Yeah, you guys got a good lobby going, all things considered. You played for like almost 2 hours together. Well, hour and a half, but, you know, not bad. Yeah, your Pokemon are double its level, and that definitely doesn't help with catching it, that's for sure. Good lord. Okay, so Mud Slap did that much. Let's do a Shadow Blitz Mud Slap combo. And then we will start throwing Pokeballs at this thing. It has a pretty decent catch rate, so it's not too bad. It's higher than it normally is, if I recall correctly, because there's adjusted catch rates in this game, just like there were in Coliseum, so it should work pretty okay. Good as a good dog or good as in a useful Pokemon? Both, yes. In this case, it is both useful as a good doggo and useful as a useful Pokemon, so. It's got good stats, got good moves, it's a good doggo, so. Can't really go wrong with Houndour. I think Spheal is practically done now. Yeah, if that's not done, it's pretty damn close, so. You're a dumbass in Platinum. If you got to use Foresight in your Baneri during the Fantina fight, oh, that's no good. That would be very helpful to have, though, because then you can kind of use your immunity to your advantage and still hit them. That seems pretty good. I'd like to use Houndoom in a run, but usually they come in late. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but... Well, if you ever decide to pick this game up, Conquer, in like an emulator form or something, or if you manage to get a Wii in a physical copy or a GameCube in a physical copy, there you go. You get it real early in this one. So... let's get somebody else in for participation credits. Baltoy. We'll get Baltoy in there. Love how Houndour howls before it does stuff in these games. Yeah, it's a cool animation. We can thank HAL Laboratory for that one, so... It's a cool animation, I like it. Oh, some resistance from this one. Oh boy. That's okay. No big deal. Baneri taught you that early game jump kick is OP as fuck. Oh my god, yeah. Jump kick is OP as sin. And that wasn't even when it was at its full power in Gen 4. I think they buffed it again in Gen 5, if I remember right. Excuse me. Yeah, and then Deerling, it gets jump kick, like, almost exactly when you catch it, too, so... Yeah, it ate everything around it. Then it evolved and got Horn Leech. Sawsbuck was cool. I like Sawsbuck quite a bit. It's one of those designs that I really like from... Unova. I mean, there's a lot of designs from Unova that I really like we said last time, but yeah, that's another one that's very good. I used Sawsbuck in my first black and white run, I think. If I remember right. Okay, there we go. We've caught all of the Hexagon Brothers Pokemon now. That's good. I don't know if I'm going to bring Houndour into the party, to be honest, because I have Flareon, so I guess I don't really need it that badly. We'll be able to purify it a little later, but the rest of these guys can stay for now, so... I guess that's true there, Re6. It did help while away some time. Alright, Spheal's done, so that's good. Let's see, C-Dot's probably the next closest to being done, right? Let's take a look. Yeah, like 1 bar left. Okay. How are we doing on everybody else? So you're going to get to 17 pretty soon. And you've got quite a ways to go. You just got Thundershock. You're done, though. So I guess I could bring Houndour in the party now that you're done. I don't particularly need Spheal for much of anything in here, I don't think. I mean, I guess it could help against, like, Pokemon that Flareon has a disadvantage against, but I've got a whole bunch of other Pokemon where I can, you know, worry about that. Miss Seasons, and you miss all the coats that Deerling had. Yeah, that was a cool little gimmick that they had with the Seasons, yeah. Because it changed colors and coats, and then Sawsbuck, when you evolved it, it had a different coat depending on what season you evolved it in. It was a cool gimmick. I liked it. At one point you were wonder trading freshly hatched Deerling of every coat, since people tend to not like using Deerling. Yeah. I mean, it's a cool Pokemon. I like it quite a bit, so it's a little unfortunate that people don't seem to like using it. So we'll do like red, blue, brown. It was red, blue, brown, yellow, purple, green, I think was the order. So we'll stick Spheal here. Yeah, that should work, right? Because then, yeah, the only other Shadow Pokemon that we have are the other ones here. So the ones in my party, that is. Okay, do we take Spheal back and purify it, actually? Now that I think about it, that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I might go do that, actually. We can walk around a little bit with these guys, get them a little bit of their bar down, and then we'll purify Spheal. We'll go from... Actually, no, you know what? I'll wait for C-Dot to get purified as well, because it shouldn't be too long before it's done with its bar. It's only got, like, 1 left, so... And I'm switching it into battle at this point, so... Yeah, it'll be done very shortly, so... We'll take them both back at, like, the end of the episode or something and purify them, I think. Hopefully that sounds good. Oh, okay, we don't need a card key this time. Apparently, we can just waltz right in the front door. Did I save? I don't think I did. Okay, well, I saved after, before fighting Re6, so... Yeah, the Seasons concept was really cool, and I also wish it would come back in the future. You love day and night cycle seasons over day and night cycles, hot take. Yeah, actually, no, I think I would agree with that. If I had to pick between the two, I think I would like the Seasons back, because... It added a little bit of depth to the routes as well, because not only did they have aesthetic changes, but in some cases there were certain items that you couldn't get in certain seasons, so it was a little inconvenient, but it made the routes feel more alive, to be honest, so... Most people you talk to prefer the day and night cycles, but it's so overdone and boring now. I mean, I guess why not both, right? I'd take both, to be honest. Game screws with people who played the prequel. Just a little bit. Like, for example, here, you think you can walk right in the front door? Nope. Cypher Peon battle. So I guess this place isn't much of a mystery facility anymore now, is it? It's obviously a Cypher lab. Alright, we got a Duskull and we got a Skitty. That's fine. Yeah, it needs to be fall to get items in the first couple of routes of Black and White too, yeah. And I think the game came out in a month where it was considered fall, so it was pretty much like... I guess it was almost like a promotional thing. They're like, hey, kid, you want to buy this game? Hey, you can get free items at the beginning. This was free items with... It was pre-order free items without being pre-order free items. Because otherwise you'd have to wait like 3 months or something, up to 3 months to get the items, so... It's kind of funny looking back at it. It was nice, you had to wait for the leaves to pile up and fill up a hole. That's cool. Yes, exactly, right? Like, interactivity between the routes is interesting. And again, it makes the world feel more immersive and alive, so... It's nice. I liked it. Alright, C-Dot, you and me, let's take out this Skitty. Let's try Secret Power. See if I can get... oh, it probably won't tell me what its extra effect is, because... We're gonna KO the Skitty before we can even see the extra effect. But yeah, C-Dot gets pretty good moves by Purification. I mean, Secret Power is not too bad. Bullet Seed, I guess, is kind of okay, but it's not great. But Secret Power is where it's at, so works pretty good. And then again, like I said, if you can get it Nature Power, if you don't have like other moves for it to use, I would go for Nature Power. You could basically have 4 attacking moves on it by the time you get it to a Nuzleaf if you want to wait all the way to level 49 to get extra sensory. I wouldn't personally wait that long. I'd evolve it once it got Feint Attack as a Nuzleaf, but that's just me, so. Turns out the Manaphy, so this is the Manaphy from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It isn't a pre-order bonus as advertised, it's an early adopter bonus. As long as you try to connect to the internet and mystery gift before like the end of February, you get the old Pokemon Ranger egg. A reference lost on newer players, unfortunately. Still, it's cool that they made it so that you can... It's almost like how they did with, I think, Victini in Black and White 1. Like, as long as you... I think you could get it, like, within the first few months that the game was out, if I recall correctly. So that's not too bad, I guess. More useful than, you know, having to pre-order it in order to get it. It's less of a marketing and PR hassle that way, you know. You did that in Ruby. Don't wait for extra sensory. You'll hate yourself if you do. Yeah, Nuzleaf kind of falls off a little bit once you start getting into the 30s, and then if you get to the 40s with it, oof, it isn't exactly good. I'm going to leave C-Dot out in front because that way it can get its bar all the way down. So, well, hello. Okay, fine. I will stop running. Actually, I don't think we're supposed to go this way just yet. The route that you take through this place is a little bit different this time around. So... I think this is like the way forward, actually. Because you go through Ein's lab in order to get to the other side of this place. But we'll see. C-Dot, how you doing there? Are you practically there? I mean, you're practically there, yeah. That's just a little bit of walking and you'll be good, so we'll do that. We'll just tag you out after this and we'll go to Mareep, actually, because Mareep will be pretty good against these flying types. You did it and it wasn't worth it. You mean 49 to learn extra sensory? God, level up sets in Ruby and Sapphire were atrocious. Yeah, that's quite a long time to wait for an 80 base power Psychic type move. On a Pokemon that, I mean, I guess it's nice extra coverage, but it doesn't really need it, you know? So. There we go. And that'll get us a burn. Good. The burn will just make this take a little bit less time. As a matter of fact, that'll just faint next turn, so I could probably just work over the Tailo. Mareep's going to one-shot the Tailo anyway, so I guess I'll just get a participation credit for somebody. Gulpin. We'll do it for Gulpin. There we go. Even in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Leafeon should have gotten Leaf Blade long before, what was it, 71? Something absurd, it carried you so hard. Yeah, it's weird what they did with the Eevee evolution movesets in particular in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Like, they got their moves so late in the game. Like, it's really odd. Always struck me as, like, a weird choice. Especially, and I think they must have figured that out because, like, in the later generations, I think even in Black and White 1, I think they gave them their moves, like in Black and White 1 and 2, that is. I think they got their moves, like, way earlier, like in the 40s or something, they were done learning stuff, so... That was a better choice. There we go. So that takes care of that. Sure, you just run away after you give me your money. Yeah, you get Leaf Blade like 30 levels earlier, and Leafeon is instantly viable. Exactly. So, much more useful. That's for sure. Alright, so C-Dot, you're practically done. You will be shortly anyway. Oh, you got your, oh, Sludge. That's not too bad to get by Purification, especially right away. I don't think Gulpin has any decent abilities, to be honest. I think Liquid Ooze, I mean, it's not bad. It's good for draining abilities. Like, if it gets Leech Lifed or Giga Drained or something, it'll... suck the HP back in out of the Pokemon that tried to drain it, so it's not too bad, I guess. I've almost got your nature figured out, and you're still tightly shut up there, but there's your stats. Those are actually pretty good and also pretty neutral. Well, the attack might be a little higher than usual, but I don't know, it still looks pretty neutral to me, so we'll worry about you later. So, C-Dot will tag you out. Mareep, I'm going to tag you in, actually, because you've... what's it called? You're practically at the point where we'll know your nature soon, so... I forget which way I'm supposed to go in here, to be honest. I know we gotta go that way eventually, but I don't know if we gotta go that way now, so... Okay, so we can't get in there just yet. Wait, I think I know how this goes. I think the elevator over here doesn't work, and you have to get a key or something on the other side in order to get it to work, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, we'll go this way anyway. Why the hell not? Can't hurt, right? Hey, look! XD! That's in the title! Wonder what that's all about. Is it really that dank in here? I mean, I would figure you wouldn't have any, like, moldy, you know, or like water vapor in here, considering you're in the middle of a desert, but maybe that's to keep you all hydrated. Apparently they've got a few researchers in here still. Thankfully this time they don't have a bunch of electric types before I have my ground type. They have a little bit of a mixture of Pokemon, although in this particular case, neither one of the two Pokemon on the other side of the field are very good for my Flareon, so I guess that doesn't really help. Yeah, let's send Gulpin in. Why not? Sludge should do decent damage to, something. It won't do decent damage to Clamperl or Corphish, to be honest, but it's probably fine. Be able to take out one of them with Thunder Shock. Your Leafeon had so much physical defense it gave you ideas. Yeah, it gets a lot of physical defense if I remember right. I think it's like one of its highest stats, which is pretty good actually for it. So. Oh, and a Zubat. Okay, so Mareep was perfect for this battle. Sorry, Conquer, I forgot my pants. Where are you ever going to hear that anywhere else? But right here. I don't know if Sludge will be better than Shadow Blitz, to be honest, but I'm going to take a chance and say it probably will. That's so much funnier knowing what you're doing. Yeah, Flareon never got Flare Blitz till much later gen. Yeah, exactly. So, little unfortunate for it. It means we're going to have to make do with Flamethrower in this game, but it's okay because we'll have Flamethrower actually pretty early in this one, if I recall correctly, so. It depends on how many Poke Coupons I can get, because you can still get Flamethrower from the exchange corner at Mount Battle, so. Yeah, it's just going to depend on how many of those I can get. Vice Grip and Leech Life. I guess Leech Life doesn't really work too well. Well, it works pretty good on Baltoy, but I mean, used it on Mareep, so worked pretty good though. It's funny even without context. It's true. At Gen 6, not until Gen 6, it is a bit of a travesty, yeah. Ooh, nice static para. That's good. I mean, it's gonna die like right now, but still. Yeah, Flamethrower is pretty good though. Yeah, it'll do some really good work for us all the way through, especially if I manage to like switch it in and get a Flash Fire boost or something. That'll really work for us. So. Big in our favor, that's for sure. I'm not sure if you guys are still doing a hunt or if you're doing like gathering still. So I have kind of context, but I don't know exactly what you're up to. So I know you're still playing Monster Hunter. That's about it. Yeah, high base power, 100 accuracy, decent burn chance, just not physical like Flare Blitz. Yep. Would have been amazing in Gen 4 when the physical special split happened with Flareon's high attack stat. Oh my god, yeah, would have been great. Although, in Gen 4 specifically, if Flareon got Flare Blitz, it wouldn't have gotten it until like 85. Knowing the way that they did the evolutions dirty with their movesets in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Lovrina, huh? Who's that? I don't know. Somebody. Oh, okay. So we need to find an ID card in order to get this elevator working, and maybe the ID card will also help us with the locked door. Let's find out. Do I need to heal? No, not really, I guess. I mean, I guess I could. Oh, we can see your nature. It's Calm. Calm is minus attack plus special defense, I think, if I recall correctly, so that's not too bad. It's got its good attacking stat is still intact, so more defense never hurt nobody. You, I have no idea yet, but you did get a new move. Mud Slap, okay. Almost got Gulpin's nature. I think I need to have Houndour do something here because it's kind of... He's kind of just sitting there like, man, I can't do shit. Get 2 fire types out, why not? Can't hurt, right? Oh, there goes C-Dot. Okay. I can leave it in the team, that's fine. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I think I'm going to go back and heal, and then we'll move to the next floor. just so that way I'm all done with that, so. It was a hunt you were doing. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Lavrina. Yeah, I remember her. You completely forgot that Gravios has an Apex version? Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, it's not a bad nature for a Fluffy, yeah. Works pretty good for Fluffy and Ampharos. It's got decent defense already, so, I mean, hell, I could, oh no, I'm thinking of a later gen. I was thinking of Cotton Spore, but I was thinking of Cotton Spore like it was Cotton Guard. So, yeah, it's not Cotton Guard. I can't increase my defense by +3 in this game. That would be an insane move to have in Gen 3. You have something you want to say when we meet Lavrina? That's going to be on the next episode. But we're not going to stop just yet. I want to do a little more today. We've only been going for about 2 hours and 20 minutes at the moment, so we'll get a little more length on today's episode. That's okay. I want to see if I can get to the point where I can catch my second team member in here. So, boy, that sounds like Professor Crane. Where have you taken him? I'm looking for the professor, and you're going to tell me where he is. That's true, all +3 moves are pretty OP, yeah. I think they made Tail Glow a +3 move in a later gen. It's in this generation, but I think it only does +2 if I remember right in this gen. So, I mean, it still works pretty okay for what it's used for, but it's not the best. Alright, so both of these are neutral to Ember, so I should be able to get good damage out of it. So let's just double team his fossils. I'm not really worried about Lilip, it's probably fine. I'll be able to take it out next turn, or the turn after, it's pretty bulky. Anorith, however, I can take out now. And I'd rather do that because I think it has Water Gun at this level, so. And that's no good. How does this place still have power 5 years later? Why didn't authorities take over and make this place defunct after the last game? How bad is law enforcement? In the Ore region, not so good. It's the Pokemon world. What can you expect from law enforcement? Yeah, I guess that's fair. They don't really do a whole lot in most of these games. So. Hot take, you think Anorith is cute AF. I like that its eyeballs look like little bubbles. I always thought that was pretty cute. It's cool, though. It's a cool design. I personally like Kabuto a little bit more, but yeah, that's just me. Kabuto and Kabutops are my jam. They're probably... Let me think. Are they my favorite fossils? To my memory, yeah, I think they are my favorite fossils because, I mean, Anorith and Lilip are cool, too. Ammonite and Omastar are cool. I don't know, the Gen 5 ones, I actually... In a surprise for Gen 5, I wasn't that big of a fan of either one of them, to be honest. I think I liked Archeops a little bit, but I don't know, Tortuga never really did it for me, to be honest. I think I had a soft spot for Blastoise, so I was kind of like, okay, another turtle, but, you know. This is a big-ass desert with nothing. What do you even fight for as law enforcement in a place like this? You collect a free paycheck and take out terrorists the one time they pop up. Yeah, I guess so. No, it's fine. Caracosta's a good Pokemon, so... It's not that. It's just, I don't know, its aesthetic never really did it for me. I was like, it's just another turtle. It's a sea turtle, granted, so that's kind of cool, but... Yeah, it just never did it for me. So... You called it one or nothing. Solid rock over sturdy with a weakness policy. That is a good combo, yeah. Children can be expected to deal with thugs and gangs in the Pokemon world. Yeah, and usually they do better than law enforcement in that department. So, let's go back to Mareep. Why not? I don't think it's going to work that well in the next battle, but it will probably do okay. Hello. I'm wandering around here. You should probably take care of the floors here. All this loose wiring is probably not good for anybody who walks on it. Yeah, it either killed at least one thing or died, hence the name. Fair enough. Does Swinub have thick fat? I forget if it has that at this level or if it had, like, I think it gets it as a Piloswine. But I forget if it just has it right now. I mean, I would use Ember on it, but there's a Shuppet, so I might as well just bite it, you know. Well, let's switch in Houndour because it'll work pretty good with the Shadow Blitz. You swept a few people, though, or took out half or more of their team? Everyone expects Sturdy. Yeah. Yeah, so that kind of helps a little bit. When people expect a certain ability instead of the other one, you can kind of play around that, so... People think they can one-shot it after Stealth Rocks. Not so! Not today. Hey, Spinnerack. Cool. Giovanni can confirm the children are better. Yeah, he had a bad time with the kids in Kanto, that's for sure. Oh, it's a Shadow Spinnerack. Okay, cool. I'm gonna catch it. When it doesn't die, they kind of play themselves, yeah. It's pretty helpful. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Spinnerack's a little frail, so I gotta be a little careful with this guy. How do we Sand Attack first and foremost? Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna Tail Whip, actually. Because Houndour, I think, goes after Flareon, so with that Tail Whip, the Shadow Blitz should one-shot the Swinub. Yeah, there we go. And then I can switch in, I don't have Spheal. I can switch in Baltoy and do a Mud Slap, and that'll do a little bit for its accuracy. So then we can switch around, get participation credits, and go from there. He tried to kill Red in the manga. Giovanni was a true mafioso. Red messed up his plans once. That was enough to be on Giovanni's hit list. Oh boy. See, I've never read the manga, so I had no idea. That dude is bad. I mean, he's the leader of Team Rocket, so I suppose that makes sense. I wonder if originally the Pokemon Company, like, intended for the manga to be for a more mature audience. Like, they were like, okay, so the games are for kids, and then these can be for the teenagers. Something like that, I don't know. Alright, let's get Baltoy in here. I'll Shadow Blitz. It'll do a little bit of damage because I got decent attack and it's Tail Whipped, but I don't think it'll deal that much. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Because of that not very effective thing, that really helps out, so. Yeah, Red messed up his plans one too many times. Yeah, exactly. Manga's dark. People die in the manga. Remember the Pokemon Generations animation? I don't quite remember. It rings a bell, but I don't know if I ever watched it, to be honest, so. I might have, though. Alright, let's see how this does, and then we'll start tossing a ball. Yeah, that should be fine. I get Stab off of this, but it's like a 10 base power move. It's probably fine. Yeah, no problem. You haven't seen the Generations anime, but you've heard mixed things on it. Like Courtney, if anyone remembers that manga admin, was crushed by a rock in the Cave of Origin in the ORAS arc of the manga. Oh, wow. That's no good. I think I remember Courtney. Barely, but I think I do. So, let's get Gulpin participation credit. That should work okay. In Germany, Giovanni had a hardcore mafioso voice. Also, they already knew. They knew what a bad dude he was in Germany. They were content aware. Alright, we should be able to get the Spinnerack caught now that we dropped it below half, so that should help a little bit. I guess I can Shadow Mist it. I could Shadow Hold it as well, I guess, but don't worry about that later. I think we can see Gulpin's nature now. Yeah, we can, actually. So we'll do that after we catch this thing. Yeah, Courtney is a Team Magma admin. She's... I think in ORAS she was depicted as the one that, like, was very kind of, like, lethargic, and she didn't look like she had a whole lot of personality. Like, I think she was robotic, if I remember right. She was that trope in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I could be misremembering, though. Oh, she had the purple hair in ORAS? Okay, yeah, I think that's her. Not 100% sure. Fighter in the base, okay. Steven gave us champion title to Wallace Emerald continuity because he expected to die dealing with the Groudon Kyogre instead, even with the Reggies on his side, yeah. That's crazy. I am remembering it right? Okay, gotcha. Didn't know the English name or the name from the Magma in general since you played Sapphire. Okay, gotcha. I mean, that makes sense. Watch there be like a Cypher Peon that's going to drop down. Hey, I trapped you with the item. Not quite. Okay, how we doing on Shadow Pokemon here? So you're almost to your next move. You're getting there. Levitate is actually really nice to have just around with Baltoy, so it wouldn't be bad to hold on to it. Okay, you've got a bold nature. That's not too bad, actually. You can't take good advantage of your poison typing because of the lack of attack, but it looks like your attack is still pretty good, even though you have a bold nature. And Gulpin actually has a pretty wide special move pool, if I remember right, as well. I think it can get Ice Beam and, like, Shockwave, Giga Drain, so it's not bad. I won't be using it, but it's not bad. Still don't know about Houndour, and you're done, so... let's see. I think I'll have Houndour back in again. Why not? Alright, so let's go back up and we'll heal again. You know what? No, I don't think I need to just yet. We'll probably be okay. I think I know where I'm going here anyway, and it shouldn't be a huge deal. So, I will save, though, because it's been a little bit. There we go. Pokemon Adventures is a ride. Like, the thing that happened at the end of the Emerald Arc, you know, the thing that happens to all the Pokedex holders. You did not trap you with the item. You were trapped with me. Yeah. That's okay. So what's the thing that happens to all the Pokedex holders? Oh, this door opened without needing 3 DNA samples this time. Okay, that's cool. I hear something, though. I don't think you deserve to know. If you're a Cypher admin, why would he tell you his entire plan? I don't think you're thinking very deeply about this. You're closing the hearts of Pokemon. Like, what the hell? Do you want the spoiler? If so, I can tell you. If you feel like you want to, it's up to you. I'll leave that up to you. So, I don't think she's going to listen to you, though, Professor. I'll be honest. Well, I want to help whatever XD001 is, but I don't think I want to help it the way you want to. I know that name. That was the name of the Cypher Peon that was at the lab. Yeah, right, okay. Sure it was. It dropped the SS Libra? Where? Maybe that's the flying whale lord that Senelor was talking about back in the village, because, I mean, a ship of that size, somebody could mistake it for a whale lord or something that large if it's flying through the sky. I mean, they don't have airships in this game, so... I kind of wish Naps became like a disgruntled Cypher Peon that worked on your side in some cases, but he never does, unfortunately. I wish that Professor Crane could actually, like, talk him down a little bit and he ended up helping you later, but yeah, it doesn't happen, unfortunately. It'd be nice, but it doesn't. Okay, but you're just repeating what she's saying now because she's your boss and you're taking orders. Come on, man. Talk him down, Professor. I'll be there soon enough. The manga loosely follows the sequence of events of the main games, which you personally love. Like, the manga does its own thing, but it still follows the events in the games that the arc is based on. Oh, that's pretty cool. It kind of gives you, like, a jumping off point, you know, because then it doesn't feel like you're looking at a completely new story. It's familiar, but also new, so that's cool. The Dragon Lady, you don't know the English name again, from ORES at the end of the Rayquaza arc, had some banger music. That was Zinnia, I think was her English name, if I remember right. But she did have some pretty good music, yeah. So, after the Deoxys thing at the end of the Emerald arc, all the Pokedex holders, the characters who all had Pokedexes, were turned to stone. And that's how the manga ends before the Diamond and Pearl arc of the story starts. Oh. Okay. Wasn't that the end of the Fire Red Leaf Green one? You could have sworn it was Emerald. You need to reread Adventures, to be honest. And then it was resolved by the end of the Emerald arc. Oh, okay, gotcha. Still, it's a hell of a thing. They all pulled a Palom and Porum. Yeesh. Well, I didn't know at first, but I kind of gathered it after a little while. Alright, well then, let's see what you've got. If I win, I will go free. Yeah, oh, what the fuck? That's me. Thinking about how they turned characters to stone. That's true, they did choose to be petrified. Yeah, that's why you couldn't get them out of the stone until much later, so... Oh, the Pokedex holders didn't? Oh, okay, gotcha. So it was not by choice. It just happened. Oh boy. Alright, we got a Voltorb and a Ralts. Well, we can get 2 super effective hits off this turn. Oh, and we got Ember back. Nice. Let's just smack the Voltorb in the face. Screech? Oh, good, it missed. I mean, I would have switched anyway if it did hit, but that's okay. Almost level 18 with Flareon. We're really racking up the levels here. We'll probably be level 20 by the time we're done with this place. It's pretty ridiculous how quickly your EV levels up in here. It gives you a good kind of starting point, though. It makes it pretty easy to, like, because of the level advantage, it makes it pretty easy to take care of business after this, even though you'll have a whole bunch of Shadow Pokemon to purify, so yeah, it works okay. Alright, so that's fine, you can tackle. I'll just get rid of you after that, and then we'll work on the Bagon, and we'll go from there. So red, blue, green, yellow, gold, and silver, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was 6 statues. Being sealed away sounds super boring. It probably isn't exactly entertaining, that's for sure. Oh, gold wasn't petrified? Okay. So maybe he was one of the reasons why they got undone from stone? I don't know. I'm just spitballing at this point. I got nothing. Legit need to read the manga from the beginning again. Sounds pretty interesting. Hey look, a Shadow Numel. I'm never gonna say that correctly. Ooh, nice crit. That'll almost take it out. Good. And we'll take care of that. Next turn. Take care of the Bagon. Next turn as well. Adventures was a ride. Highly recommended. Maybe I'll take a look at it one of these days. Never really got big into reading manga, but maybe I'll give it a shot. I'll figure it out. I got even power points with these, so let's just Ember it. It's not going to be very effective, but who cares? It's fine. You'll notice, by the way, that Spinarak and then Numel here are a little bit lower level than the Cypher Peons outside. They start at level 14, which it's a little bit of a disadvantage, but it's not too bad. That's about where you might expect to be in terms of levels there. It does make a point for me, though, because in a little bit, when we catch some more of the Shadow Pokemon in here, I'll have an excuse to go see if Mount Battle's challenges are back up after this. And I believe at this point they are. I think at this point you can go challenge Area 1, I want to say. So, actually, I think you can challenge as many areas as you want, but you're probably not going to get much further than Area 1. So, alright, I'm going to get Baltoy in here. We'll do a Mud Slap or 2. Probably won't get 2 off. I think that's a little much, but we'll see. And then we'll do a little bit after that. Yeah, with the crit, we'll probably get like 1 Mud Slap off, and that'll be it. And then the thing with Maxie and Archie during the Emerald arc. That's something happened there, oh boy. Yellow was one of your favorite characters, gotcha. Getting a 3DS out makes you want to finish Etrian Odyssey 5. You left off early, oh boy. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Just, you know, give it a shot, get it all done. Probably going to reread the manga from the beginning again as well at some point. It must be a pretty wild ride then. I mean, you guys probably aren't kidding. Both want to reread it again from the beginning. Alright, how much does that do? Okay. That's good. Right around where I wanted you to be. Camera up's not too bad in this one. It's one of your only accesses to Rock Slide in this game. And Rock Slide in double battles hits both of the opponents, and it has a 20% chance to flinch the both of them. So it does pretty good for you. And it has a really solid moveset, even all the way at like level 33 in this game. Once you evolve it, it gets Rock Slide. You can get Earthquake for it at like level 35 if you wait a little longer, but then it won't get Rock Slide, so you kind of got to pick and choose. But either way, you can get Earthquake for it fairly quickly as a Camerupt. And then Flamethrower you can get pretty early in the game as well, so it's... yeah, it's got a really solid moveset. It's just really slow. That's the only thing that's kind of its downfall. It's its Achilles heel, really. But its other stats are pretty great, so... yeah, it's not bad. Etrian Odyssey, the series that will make you every strata of the labyrinth. Like how there's an enemy on the second floor who can use a party-wide petrify. What the fuck? That's no fun. You remember correctly, Archie outright killed Maxie to survive what happened to the two of them at the end of the Ruby Sapphire arc. Oh boy. Archie played the death card. We misted you last turn. Alright, let's try another Pokeball. I might want to actually go get a few more of them, to be honest, before we finish up here in the lab. So, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I want to Ember it. I'll just Shadow Shed. It's fine. Adventures has a lot of dying. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know if I want to Ember it. I think it would reduce its HP a little more, but I don't know if I want to take a chance. So. Yeah, we got it. We caught it anyway, so it's fine. No big deal. We got it. There you go. Well, I actually am going to leave quietly right now because I'm going to go heal up, and then we'll go take care of a couple of purifications because we've got a couple of them. The professor will be fine. He's got a long conversation to have with Naps anyway. It's okay. We'll be good. Did you have anything else to say for yourself? Yeah, alright. Fine. I guess there ain't much I can do about that anyway, so. Adventures in JoJo Part 6 both need rereads. To be fair, after going through Part 6 a second time, it's a fun arc. Oh boy. To have people compared it to the high-stakes, high-action of Part 5. Yeah, I've never read or seen anything from JoJo other than the memes that show up on literally everyone's YouTube recommended feed, so. My experience with both of those is very, very limited. Alright, so let's grab Spheal out of the PC. And Spinnerack and Numel. Oh, Numel's got a charcoal. That's not too bad. I'm actually going to grab that right away. Let's move it into the party so I can take that and give it to Flareon. So, C-Dot, we'll put you... Actually, we'll put you right here because we're going to purify you before the others, so... Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. And then we'll start purifying the other Pokemon as we go. We'll just do them a little bit at a time because we're getting there, so... Alright, so let's grab that charcoal from you. Right away, I get my hold item for Flareon. That's fantastic. I didn't even know that would happen, but hey, I'll take it. There's an advantage to having Flareon at this point. Your embers will hit like a train. So, that'll work. Alright. JoJo Part 6 is super effing smart. Most of us would have died in one of her... Oh, the JoJo of Part 6 is super effing smart. Most of us would have died in one of her fights. Oh my god. That's no good. I don't want to die. Alright, so C-Dot, let's take you out. Swap these guys around a little bit. Mareep, you'll be back soon enough. Spheal, we'll take you out. I think, so that I don't have like 3 fire types in the party, I'll have Spinnerack be the next one in the party. Instead of... because we're going to need to grab Mareep back, but we're also going to need to grab one other one, so... We'll figure that out later. First, let's go purify him, and then I'll come back here and we'll... what's it called? We'll go take care of a little bit of business with... like, we'll go back and we'll save, basically, in the lab, and then we'll call it a day. So, let's see. Okay, so 2 of you are done. We'll get you 3 done eventually. Flareon can hit like a train now with the charcoal. I mean, it only increases the power by, like, I think 10%, but it makes a bit of a difference. Some 2-hit KOs will become 1-hit KOs, 3-hit KOs will become 2-hit KOs, so... I mean, in hold items at this point, if you had a 10% increase on damage, that was about the best you could do most of the time anyway, so... Yeah, it works out pretty okay. Part 6 was with Jolien, Jotaro's daughter. Oh, her, okay. Imagine an enemy who turns things inside out when he hits them and he hits you. How do you survive that? I don't think I would, to be honest. Remember correctly, you did like Part 6 as well? Gotcha. That's cool. Alright, C-Dot is purified. Let's see what we get out of it. I forget if you get Giga Drain, but I want to say you do. Maybe it's just Mega Drain. We'll see. Yeah, we do get Giga Drain out of it, so that's not too bad. It's only got 5 power points, so that's not great, but hey, it's not too bad either. Just use it sparingly, like I did in Coliseum with Flygon. Alright, so that's 1. Let's get Spheal purified as well. Yeah, before choice items really took off in Gen 4, yes, exactly. Scarf and Specs were massive game changers, oh my god, yeah. Choice Band by itself was a massive game changer. It kind of centralized a lot of the Pokemon with high physical attack to just use those attacks. Like, even if they had mixed movesets or mixed typing, they would just use physical attacks instead of any special attacks that took advantage of stab, because the Choice Band would just be better for them in most cases, so... Oh, we got Aurora Beam back, that's not bad. Water Gun and Aurora Beam get pretty, are pretty solid, so... Didn't get any levels out of it, but that's okay. Banded T-Tar, god, I remember those days. Banded T-Tar sounds scary as hell. Never used one, but... I've used a Tyranitar, but I've never used a banded one, so... That just sounds like a semi-truck encroaching upon you. Alright, so you three are still hanging around. And let me... yeah, so we'll go get Spinnerack and we'll get Mareep back, and then we'll go back to the... Actually, we'll go back to the lab, we'll get them out, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, it hits you and you explode, yeah. That's probably not too far from the truth. Those rock slides, yeah, probably incredibly damaging. Ugh, man. Sorry, today was a big yawning day for me, apparently. I think I might need to take melatonin for a week or two, just like a half tablet to give myself a little bit of extra deeper sleep, you know? Because I might not be having that good of quality sleep, and that's why I'm more tired. Again, it's partially because I ate lunch at like 3:15, and normally I try to eat it closer to 2 or 2:30 so I don't start yawning like crazy, but... Yeah. Yeah, no energy Saturday. Took a nap and you're tired again, oh boy. It's just one of those days, I guess. On the topic of Pokemon, any recommendations for the white playthrough you talked about before? You already said on the Dino, and you're considering a couple of others, but you still don't have a full team. So, okay, so you got Dino. Are you going to be just catching them at their normal catch points? So, like, you'll catch Dino near the end of the game when it becomes available? I think it's available in Victory Road. Or are you not opposed to the idea of using a randomizer to change when you can get Pokemon? Because I like doing that sometimes, where I'll like use a randomizer to change up when I can encounter Pokemon, so I can get some stuff that I normally wouldn't get until a later game, a much earlier time. So yeah, if you're not opposed to that, I'd say that's pretty cool. So you're breeding for the Dino. Okay, I gotcha. Cool. I don't know. There's so many good Pokemon in Black and White 1 and 2. So let's see, you've got a Dino. It's on a legit copy, so no rando. Okay, gotcha. So, I'm gonna say Gigalith. I'm gonna give you Gigalith. How about that? I like Gigalith, it's pretty cool. Although, if it's on a legit copy, you can't get a Gigalith, can you? Unless you trade it, so maybe not that one. There's the Gigalith again, yeah. Yeah, same wavelength, exactly. You'd say no starters, that's fine. I'm gonna call Sawsbuck. How about that? If you don't use Maractus, you could use Sawsbuck. Well, actually, let me give you something that's not the same type as what Marie just gave you. Coffagrigus. There. I'll give you Coffagrigus. You can catch it in the Relic Castle, I think. The one in the desert place. So how's that sound? I ain't never used a Coffagrigus before, not even when it got that fancy evolution in Sword and Shield, so... I'll give you that one. You do have a black 2 card, so Gigalith is entirely possible. Okay, gotcha. So, you know, trade evolutions aren't out of the question. Bayartic is a good choice. You don't mind waiting until Twist Mountain. Slow AF, but it hits like a bus. It does. Oh my god. Its Icicle Crashes hit like a, like you said, like a bus. So, so yeah, I'll say Coffagrigus. Marie says Maractus. And that'll do it for today's episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, the Stream Edition. That's a bit of a non sequitur, but that's okay. If you need any other suggestions, Conquer, you could always check in with the Discord server. I'm sure some people will be able to give you some ideas, and if not, Marie and I will pick up the slack, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I'll post the schedule on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, and Twitter in just a little bit after I get the description done for this one. And I think probably Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time will be the next time we stream. So, yeah, that'll be that part. Professor Crane's gonna be talking to Naps for like 2 or 3 days. Armchair psychiatrist, yeah, for sure. Now tell me about your mother. You were also considering the Litwick line. That's a good line too. I've used Chandelure. It is pretty cool. So it breaks black and white. It's pretty good. Ooh, Emolga. Use Emolga. I've never used Emolga, but I've always wanted to. That's a cool Pokemon as well. I always end up using Electros instead of like any other electric type in that game. So try Emolga. That's a good one. You know, you've used it. It breaks it. Yeah, I don't know if it's the best Pokemon to give you, but hey, give it a shot. It can't be that bad. So yes, until Monday, or yeah, it's probably going to be Monday if I'm being fair. So yeah, until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. We'll talk more about the Pokemon stuff either on the server or when we come back next time. And ideally, we'll keep purifying the stuff because, you know, it's kind of important. We don't want these Shadow Pokemon to stay Shadow Pokemon, otherwise what's the point of even taking them from Cypher, am I right? I was just stalling so the music could finish up.